Hello, welcome. Let me just make sure everything is working. We'll just continue from last save. Oh, I have Skyrim music in the background. Hold on. Stop. There we go. Okay, right. So, I just want to make sure it's working. Just looking at the TTS bot. Connecting.
Velrith,
Ah, yes.
what brings
Okay,
you
it works. Alright. Minimize that.
to Felstar Farm so early in the morning?
Alright. Sophia.
People say you shouldn't be naked in public, but I managed to
Sophia,
get a
we
free
can't
outfit
start
out
with
of
this
it,
already.
so it can't be all that
Come on.
bad.
Come on now.
You mean it's not like you would leave me walking around naked the whole time?
No, that's why I give you armor. What do you mean? Alright, come on, Sophia. Talk to me. Stop stirring that pot.
Velrith, nice to see you're up and about early. What's the plan for today then? We've got a whole day ahead of us, and I'm starving.
You need to leave.
Maybe we can grab some breakfast here at Felstar Farm? Farm.
Hey, Sophia, can you give me an intro to my Twitch stream? You did a great job yesterday with the outro.
You need to leave.
Hey, Sophia. Can you give me an intro to my Twitch stream? You did a great job
you're a
yesterday with the
traveler.
outro.
You must have so much to tell about the world.
Ah,
You need to
Velrith.
leave. Now she
You want
wants
me
to
to be
talk.
your stream intro girl now, huh?
That's right.
You need to
Welcome, all you Nord warriors and adventurers, to Velrith Skyrim shenanigans. Grab a pint of ale, sharpen your swords, and get ready for a day of exploring, fighting, and probably getting into all sorts of trouble with our favorite hero, Velrith.
You need to leave.
Nice, that was amazing. Thank you. Alright, well, you asked what the plan was for today. Let's go up to the 1,000 steps or whatever it's called and meet the
You
Greybeards.
need to leave. You need to leave.
Relax.
You
That
need
was
to leave.
amazing. Thank you, alright? Well, you asked what the plan was for today.
You need to
Let's
leave.
go up to the 1,000 steps, or whatever it's called, and meet the Greybeards. The throat of the world, you mean?
Ah, yes. That
And
is
the
what I
You
mean.
need
Greybeards,
to
of course,
leave.
I've heard those
I don't know
old
why
words.
she's...
Grumpy, but it'll be an adventure, that's for sure. I'm in. Let's get moving. We can take the road to Iverstead, and then head up the mountain from there.
Alright, let's go, Sophia. This woman wants me to leave, clearly. Oh, okay, so we installed some new mods. So now all the books that I haven't read glow blue. So I'm just gonna click on them all. Also, welcome. Hello, hello.
You need to leave.
How's it going? I'm leaving, okay? I also have a lockpicking mod in that makes the lockpicking significantly easier, I think. Alright, Sophia, where you at? Were you done stirring that pot? Hello. Alright, well, we're gonna go up there. Oh, okay, Sophia's here now. Alright. Come on, Sophia. I gotta look at my map, because I don't know where to go. No. Remove the marker. It's gotta be this, right? Or is it this way? Maybe it's this way and around, like this. Well, let's just go this way and we'll see what happens. I don't even know what... Okay, I got magic equipped. Okay, let me put on the appropriate robes for that. I guess what I have is fine. Magic regenerates 50% faster. I mean, I like this one because it's actually like a decent armor, but it's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. We need to leave, so we're leaving.
7,000 steps again, Clement?
Huh?
Not today.
Then again, who could resist spending time with me?
The path isn't safe.
What was that?
Aren't the Greybeards expecting
I
some
didn't hear what
surprise?
she said.
Honestly, I'm not certain. I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day.
Hey,
Passing
Klimek,
through on your way to High Hrothgar?
what sort of deliveries do
Mostly
you
food
make?
Supplies like dried fish and salted meats.
Dried fish, huh?
Things that keep fresh for a long time.
Yeah,
The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
kind of. And in return?
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food.
I mean, nowadays that
Trouble
stuff's worth
is,
a
my
bit of
legs
money,
aren't what
but...
they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll.
Oh, give it to me. I'll take it up. I'll take it up for
Really?
you.
Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Okay. Anything I should watch out for?
Well, there's the occasional wolf pack or stray, but that's all I've ever had to deal with. Shouldn't be a problem for the likes of you.
Okay.
Other than that, watch your footing. In these wintry conditions, the stairs can be treacherous.
All right. Well, thank you.
Be careful up there.
Yep. All right. We can deal with some wolves. We've done our fair share of wolf murder so far, so we should be good. All right. Sophia, are you gonna count the steps for me? You count the steps. I'm not gonna count all 7,000. I'm not gonna do. I hear wolfers. They're barbecued now. Yeah, we'll just stick with magic for now. I actually, you know what? No, I lied. We're gonna switch to this because I want to get the archery up past 20. So if we can do that, then we can do the zoom in thing whenever I click instead of punch. Which would be really nice. That's what I want. Should I kill this goat? Yes. Suppose yes. Well, you know, don't actually really have anything worth money, but I'll take the meat, I suppose. We could always cook that up. Have some nice roast goat for dinner. For breakfast? Is it breakfast? I don't know. What time is it? Oh, it would be breakfast then, yes. I don't know why I put my weapon away. Hello?
Keep an eye out for wolves.
Barknar?
You're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
What are you doing?
I like to spend time up here. Walk the steps. Meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way.
Oh, sorry, I killed a goat back there. Did you hear the graybeard? Look at what Sophia's doing it too.
When the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
I don't know. I guess you'll find out. I would shout at him, but I'm not in God mode, so I'm not gonna do that. I really hope that guy wasn't lying about the steps being not dangerous. Just some wolves. We'll see about that. Ow! That is not a normal wolf. An ice wolf? I actually probably should eat some food and get some health back. Don't mind me, just eating a bunch of cabbage and bread on the side of the hill. And cheese, I suppose. There we go. Yeah, just stuff a whole wheel of cheese in my mouth. Oh, God. Get sniped.
What are you stuffing in your mouth?
A whole wheel of cheese. Ooh, a goat. Hello,
We're
goat.
time to come back to Lowell.
It's alright. We were low on the health, so I just ate a bunch of wheels of cheese that I had. Alright. I don't even remember the guy's name of the supplies that we have. What are these supplies? Klimek. Okay. Alright, we're gonna bring Klimek's supplies up here, and then we're gonna learn some shouts. What's happening? Damn. Now you wonder why I have... Somebody asked me why do you have Sophia with you? That's why. One shot kill. Easy companion to have along. And she's funny. Sometimes her timing could be a little bit better, but, you know, that's fine. We'll work on it. Hope this is the right way. I'm like going down the mountain here. This doesn't seem right to me. Surely I should just be going up, but you know, what do I know? Hello.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar.
Thank you. What are you doing?
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems.
Okay, it looks
I
like
make this trip.
looks
Just
like you might be a little cold, but
I'd prefer to leave it at that if you don't mind.
all right, well, fair enough. Goodbye. All right, watch my steps, she says. There's wolves. That's the second one that said wolves only, so definitely not going to be anything else up here like a bear. Maybe I'm thinking of somewhere else in the game, but I'm pretty sure there's a bear on top of one of these. Or like an ice yeti, or maybe that is somewhere else, actually. Unless it's right here. No, that is... No, I was correct. A frost troll. Frost troll Angie. Frost troll Angie. Frost troll Angie. Sophia. Time to whip out the magic. Get in there, Sophia. Hit it with the... Here, I'll give it a little fire. Oh god, oh god. Nice. Troll fat. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Why not? Klimek lied to us. He said there was nothing up here. Bastard. Sophia, what do you think about that? Come here.
Velrith, what a lovely morning, don't you think?
A bit cold.
The snow's coming down in buckets, and it's a perfect day to stay inside with a warm cup of ale. But I suppose that's not exactly what you had in mind, is it? What's the plan for today, then?
Hey, Sophia, it seems that Klimek lied to us. He said there was only wolves up here, but we just killed that frost troll.
Hey, Sophia. It seems that Klimek lied to us.
Not
He
fast
said there was
roll.
only wolves up
Jesus
here,
Christ.
but we just killed that fast roll. Ah, that Klimek. What a clever little fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a liar.
Lying through his teeth, and we fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Fast roll, you say? Those things can be nasty.
Yeah, but we did pretty good as a team.
Yeah, but we did pretty good as a team. We make a decent team, don't we? You with your fancy bow skills, and me with my trusty steel battle axe. We should start a mercenary group, Velrith.
What would we call it? I think that's a great idea. Also, we're still waiting
What
on
would
the
we call it?
messenger so we can get
I
into
think
the Dark
that's a great
Brotherhood.
idea.
Dark Brotherhood,
How
sorry.
about the Frozen Fury?
The Frozen
Or maybe
Fury.
the Snowy Swords. No, I've got it. The Whiterun Warriors.
Oh no, that last one's too cringe. I'm sorry.
Ah, no. That last one's too cringe. I'm sorry. Oh, come on.
Oh, don't attack me.
The Whiterun Warriors is a great name.
It's a little cringy.
Too noble for you?
No, it's just a little cringy for my tastes. I prefer like a more mysterious name that kind of strikes fear into our enemies.
No, it's just a little cringy for my taste. I prefer like a more mysterious name that kind of strikes fear into our
It's a
enemies.
Skyrim.
It is.
I
With
see what you
AI.
mean. Well, in that case, how about
So I can talk to them.
the Winter Shadows?
Ooh, now that one I like.
Or the Frostbite Clan?
No. Winter Shadows is much better. That one's great. Let's go with that one.
No. Winter Shadows is much better. That one's great. Let's go with that one. The
Yeah, so
Winter
it takes a
Shadows
second
is
to
there.
process, but
I like it. It's got a nice ring to it.
that's great. I love that. I'm gonna have to
and
remember
it
that.
sounds ominous. Just like you wanted.
Uh-huh.
Now, let's go make some enemies tremble with fear.
Alright, let's do it. Sorry, I just end the conversation and walk away. Come on, Sophia. Also, that is not Sophia's real voice. Her voice is a little bit different, but for some reason the AI can't say it correctly. I do have the plugin, but I spent a bunch of money to run the AI on virtual
Was
GPU.
there something you wanted?
See, that's what she normally sounds like. Well, not a bunch of money. I spent some money, like $10 or something. So whenever that's empty, I'm going to run the voice models through my computer instead. And I have her voice model, so it should work a little bit better. Oh, thank you, Navorb. I appreciate it. Enjoy those emotes. I kind of want to refresh them because, I mean, they're a little bit old, but I also don't. Like, they're really good. Suri did a really good job with those. I'm attached, you know. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, well, while we're waiting for our Dark Brotherhood summons, we're just gonna go learn some shouts. Oh, really?
Just act all cute
Learn
and
the laugh.
innocent, and the guards turn a blind eye.
Uh-huh.
Not
Okay.
that I'm a bad person or anything. Most of the time.
Wow. She just admitted to her crimes. Okay.
Is one of my commonly used ones.
Nice. Yeah, I use that one and then derp a lot. I actually use yours more. This one. I use this one
Never
all
adore.
the time. I can't say tabbed out for too long or the game freezes.
I love my deep emote.
Yeah, it's great. Alright, surely we're almost there by now, right? Sophia, have you been counting the steps? There is a way to, so that I can just talk like that and she'll respond, but the last time I tried it, my game crashed, so... I turned that setting off. Also, I turned aggro off because otherwise, every time I say something, people get angry at me, so... I turned it off. Not trying to get in trouble here. Oops. That was a misclick. Alright, let's put Clemix supplies into
You're
here.
alive at least. This place is huge.
Yep, Sophia.
It's an interesting way to play the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. It really is just adding like the it's really just adding the
On the highest mountain in Skyrim of all places.
like immersion level Alright, once we get in here, I'm gonna tell Sophia to stop following me so she doesn't walk in the middle of the conversation. So... Sophia?
Do you have something to say?
Wait here.
I'll be here. Unless I find someone better to stalk.
Excuse me? Alright. Cool. Hello, Greybeards. Teach me your shouts.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the
I actually don't know much past this part of the quest, so... I have not actually done much of this game. I usually just run around and do Dark Brotherhood. I did some of the Thieves Guild stuff. And I also played this game so long ago, I don't really remember... Yeah, I don't think I've ever completed it. I've never played the DLCs. So, yeah, most of this game is new to me, so... okay, I'm answering your summons.
We will see if you truly have the gift.
I do.
Show us, Dragonborn. So, a
Wait, what?
Dragonborn appears.
I never finished the game, but I did build my house.
Nice. Demonstrate the shout.
Your shout will not harm us.
Okay. How about your pots? Does it do that?
It is you.
Does it harm those?
Welcome to High Hrothgar.
Thank you.
I am Master Angir.
Angir? Oh no, more names I can't pronounce, like Christ, I can't even say it. Hold on. Why have I come here? I'm answering your summons.
We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn.
Hold on, I gotta open the Twitch chat on my
We will
phone.
do our best to teach you how to use your gift.
Stream manager.
Your destiny.
This name, I can't pronounce this name. A-O-U-L.
Raoul.
Yeah, that one. I can't
That is
pronounce
for you
that.
to discover. We can show you the way,
Wow.
but not your destination.
I get stuck at the beginning. Okay, I'm ready to
You
learn.
have shown that you are Dragonborn. You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline?
I want to 100% this game, but I know it's gonna take me so long. So we might just do like main quest line, do some of the DLC. I want to do the Dark Brotherhood stuff first, and maybe the Thieves Guild. I don't remember which one of those is Nightingale, but I really like that armor. Looks really nice. So.
Shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood
Ta-da.
gives you an inborn ability to learn.
Raoul.
All shouts are made of 3 words.
I have to say it really slowly.
As you master each word, your shout
I think the Dark Brotherhood one is.
Okay. Well, we're waiting to be approached. We did the intro quest for that. I'm waiting for the we know note, and then we're gonna go to sleep and then do Dark Brotherhood stuff.
to focus your thumb more sharply.
But while I'm waiting for that, I might as well learn some more stuff, right? So. Sorry, stare at the floor.
It's been a long time for me too.
Nice. I've also been thinking about doing like Oblivion. I really want to do the Shivering Isles. That's like my favorite quest line of any video game so far. That was so much fun.
But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice.
No, I also unlock its use by
I just wish
absorbing
Oblivion wasn't
souls.
so ugly.
As dragons
I mean, it's not
absorb a slain
that
dragon's
bad. Surely there's mods now, right? There's like 180,000 mods for this game, so... I don't have many yet. I have Sophia, I have the TTS, I have a lockpicking... Oops, sorry, I have a lockpicking one because I can't be bothered to try and guess locks. And also... I'm just walking away in the middle of this. If I can find a book... Well, the books that I haven't read glow blue. Huh? What's this? Hello? Yeah, did it once. Uh-huh. Okay, I have to do it on this dude. I see. Hello?
Well done. Again.
Okay. Yeah, again. Why do I have to do it 3 times? I guess they're like, oh, you need to practice it.
Learn quickly. Once more.
I mean, Morrowind was fine for its time, but the Blooming Oblivion just always made it look not right.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I think I have played Oblivion, I just don't know. Let me see. I have it in my library. Maybe I can't see my library right now. Let me see. Can I not? Hold on, let me see. So, well, I know in like other... I'll just search for Skyrim. So in the normal game, like the not the special edition, I have 72 hours. In the VR version, I have 35 hours, and this one so far we have 10. And then let's see, Morrowind. I have 104 minutes. And Oblivion,
so
I have
of Skyrim in total.
Yeah, and most of it's just starting over again because I'll play it for like a couple weeks and then I'll be like, I don't want to play this anymore. I'm a little bit more invested now, but I have 42 hours in Oblivion, by the way.
Great promise, Dragon.
I get like I get into the game and I'm like, this is great, and then I just kind of get bored with it. But with this AI thing, I'm way more invested. I mean, I can walk up to anybody and talk to them. Well, except for these guys, because I don't think they talk, but... Alright, let's go out here. And, like... I don't know if you know the quest where you have to save that Redguard lady in whatever the town is.
No, I think only the one Greybeard talks.
Yeah. So I didn't know if I should save her or not. I was like conflicted. Because I wanted to save her, but I also was like, maybe I shouldn't. So I asked both her and the Alakir that were looking for her, like I asked them a question about aviation, and whoever got the closer answer, that was the choice I made. But then I ended up asking a riddle because I didn't like, they weren't able to guess it correctly. Come on. Thank you. Sprint mode. Yes, give me your knowledge. I don't know why they won't just teach me all the words, but... I don't know what it is with this game, like keeps moving my mouse over to the OBS window. Alright. Sprint. I have it in full screen, not windowed. Uh-huh.
Master Bori.
Well, that's not very fair. You know the whole thing.
Stand next to me.
Yeah.
Bori will open the gate.
I don't know why they don't just teach me all the words, but I know it's because I have to explore and learn them off the like cave walls and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot how much you use vacuum power in these games.
Yeah. Okay. I did it.
Your quick mastery of a new Thuum is astonishing.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself.
Dragon Souls and Words of Power.
Yep. I thought it was this easy for everyone.
Indeed not. But beware that your skill does not outstrip your wisdom. You are now ready for your last trial.
Uh-huh.
Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller.
Oh shit, maybe I should have got that already. I wonder if I had it already. And be like, here, you mean this horn? Like with the golden claw thing? Oh well, I don't know. Okay, well,
Sky
we'll go
above,
do that then.
voice within.
Yeah, thanks. Alright, let's go find Sophia. She's probably wandering around in here drinking everybody's mead. Sophia! No, you're just over here staring at a wall. Okay. Hey, Sophia.
What is it?
Let's go.
I have been so bored. I never thought I'd want you so bad. Oh, I didn't want to see you.
Okay, well, I'll just... Yeah, okay, you definitely said it wrong. That's what it was. Alright, let's go, Sophia. Jesus
What's
Christ.
crazy?
Huh? No, I cut off her line. Okay, so for some of the quests, she does actually say things.
Wow, she is a little thirsty for sure.
Thinking what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. We should fetch our good friend Lydia and show her the view. And at the same time, you could show her your new shout.
Who's Lydia? Oh,
If
the
she
house Carl
accidentally
that I
falls,
don't
then I
use.
suppose it's no big loss. What? Don't give me that look.
You're giving me a look right now. What do you mean? Come on, Sophia. Alright. Alright, we have to go kind of by Morthal. Ooh, actually, I think there's a sword here. Let's go get the sword. Let's go to Fort Greymore. Hopefully don't get murdered by AI or giants or something.
Yeah, Lydia is your first pack meal usually.
So you need to find the horn of Jorgen Windcaller? Yes, I had heard he was a little horny. Sorry, that was a bad joke.
Oh my god.
Even for me.
So, she has things to say to main quests and some of the other side quests she'll talk to, but right, we're doing this quest right now. Red Eagle Sword. I don't know what that is. I don't think I've ever done this before, so hopefully I don't get murdered. I don't know if I can... Oh my... I don't know if I can have two companions. I don't know if it will work like that. Otherwise, yeah, I'll definitely bring the other one along, but because I have her, I don't know that I can have two. Giant camp, no thanks. The hell?
You can in one specific way, but not normally.
Okay. Interesting. Hello.
You speak to a vigilant of Stendar.
Uh,
Report with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
Who's
He is the god
Stendar?
of mercy, the patron of order and justice for all of Tamriel.
Sophia, I'm in the middle of a
He brings
conversation
us
here.
compassion where none can be found.
Shit,
By
barging
cleansing all
in.
those who
Also,
defend
she'll just
his
start
soul.
talking in the middle of this. You hunt
And
Daedra?
any other abominations that prey on. But the Daedra are
see.
the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is. Yes.
I'm just trying to see if there's a
You can get
quest.
the immortal doggo.
Keeper Karset heads Skyrim's
Oh.
branch of our order there, providing healing and justice as needed. They are profane creatures with no... And their heretical artifacts grant powers to mortals that wreak havoc across Tamriel. They must
Alright,
be
well that's
destroyed
cool,
or
thanks.
guarded
Okay,
to prevent
I was hoping she'd give me a quest, but it's fine. Where the heck is the messenger from the Dark Brotherhood? Sophia, now is the time to get on your horse. I went in a cave once and she just followed me in there on the horse. It's like, what are you doing right now? Alright, no giant camps. Although I will discover it really quickly. I don't know how close I have to get. Oh god. Please discover it. Quickly. Quickly. Thank you. Time to go. Time to go. I'm not looking to play with any giants today. Immortal Doggo. I don't... How do you get that? Are you kidding me right now? Oh shit, I accidentally shot Sophia's horse. Ah! I can shoot from the horse?
Yeah, Barbas is a quest companion that is invulnerable, and if you never finish his quest you can have him as an additional companion.
Oh, interesting.
I bet if a guy found out his wife was Dragonborn, he wouldn't be best pleased. Men already constantly complain about being shouted at by their wives. I mean, can you imagine a Dragonborn woman shouting at her husband?
Oh my god.
That
I think he
really
would be
give him
dead,
something to
Sophia.
complain about.
I think he would have a little bit more to worry about than... like... Oh, I also have never played this game correctly, if this is considered a correct way to play it, right? I've never played without God mode enabled, and without, like, learning all the map locations first. TMM1 underscore, or whatever console command that is. What the heck is this thing? Some monument? Is there anything here? There is a shield, some flowers, and a sword. That's cool. Why does my horse always just go 20 miles away from where I am? Alright, at some point here we're gonna meet, I think, what's his name is somewhere over here. The crazy dude? I don't remember his name. Shit, I had his name yesterday, I said it. Damn. Something with the, like, Night Mother in a box. Oh, what the heck is this? What is going on over here?
There are so many little places that just have little weird things about them.
Oh,
That
okay.
is one thing Bethesda was good at, world building and immersion, until you clip through the wall while talking to an NPC.
Yeah. Well, that's what we like about Bethesda games. I mean, I have a ton of time in the Fallouts, but that's different. I really wish I could have gotten more into Starfield, and I had such high hopes for that game, and it just ended up just being boring. I was like, man, all right, the next quest is gonna be better. The next quest is gonna be better. Nope. It's just like it didn't have like substance or charm that these games do.
I feel the same way with that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, it's free on Game Pass,
Yeah,
but
I heard it was not great.
yeah.
I've always wondered, since when people die, they take their final form as they were when they died. If you
I think I had a stroke reading that.
Naked,
I
can't say a fancy roaming around either.
I mean, Sophia, considering I met you and you didn't have any clothes on and you were drunk, I would say that is a pretty good chance for you. Oh god, more wolves. I'm just gonna run. Maybe. If I can. Nope. I need to fight. Hold on. I want to discover this location first. Sophia! Okay. Uh-huh. Right. Hello. You want to get all up in my business? Oh, I was gonna shout him, but I don't need to. I don't really want your stuff. Dang. Ooh, I'll take that though. Are you kidding me? I paid for that spell. I paid for that spell. Whatever, I'll sell it. It doesn't weigh very much. That I will take. What is this? Moldering ruins. Moldering? Interesting. Anything good in here? I don't really want to go. A skull. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that. Weak poison, sure. I'll take that. Ooh, Imperial Blue. Do I have one of those? Oh, yes, I do. Well, whatever. I have 2 now. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm avoiding going in places like that because I don't want to spoil quests later. Where it's like, hey, you have to go into the moldering ruins and retrieve this thing or kill this person or something. It's like, well, I already did that. I don't want to do that to myself, so. And we gotta stay focused. I get so sidetracked in this game. That being said, if the frickin' messenger ever runs up to me, the Dark Brotherhood, we are stopping whatever we're doing and doing that. See ya. Alright. Alright, Skyrim, horse your way over this mountain. Come on. Is that it? Oh, that looks like a Falmer camp. I don't know. Eh, screw it. We can take it. We can take them. Alright, let's go. Imperial Bow. Oh yeah, those look like Falmer to me. Or a Haggraven. That's a little bit worse than a Falmer. I actually don't know if we can take that. Sophia, where are you right now? What are you doing?
That was how I got to top of Mount Hathrar the first time.
Sophia, we're under attack. What are you doing right now? Yeah, just horsed your way right up. Yeah, I don't blame you. Come on. No, Sophia, don't let it heal. Ooh, a giant. Doink. Okay. Nice.
Only found out there was a path when I left the keep.
Nice. Yeah, sometimes this game can be like that. It's like, where the heck am I going right now? Ooh, Forsworn stuff. Okay. Ooh. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Chest. Oh, nice. Oh, am I under attack right now? A Welkin stone? Never heard of that before. I am apparently under attack right now by somebody. Hello?
Never should have come here.
Come on, Sophia. Killing blow. Nice. Look at that. Look at how OP she is. I like how half the AI just doesn't care. I'm not sure what's causing them to just not give the damn that I'm just coming in here. Oh, they all care now. Never mind. Sophia, you want some help? Nope, she's good. She's got this. She's gonna do it all herself.
I don't like to boast, but I'm still doing every possible.
Yeah, Sophia, you really are.
Just checked and I had 53 hours in Skyrim.
Nice.
This is the end for you.
Is it? Get stumbled. Oh god. Health, health, health. Alright, alright. Alright, that's it. You asked for it.
And the last time I played was May 31st, 2015.
Yeah, okay. That sounds about like kinda like the last time I really cared. Like, you know, okay, that sounded bad. I meant to say that sounds like the last time that I played it seriously. Other than the VR one, and that was mostly just me having fun running
No,
around
God
doing
doesn't
stuff in
care.
VR. No, I do care. I do care. I do care. You would think the leader would have more stuff. That's interesting.
Learn to laugh.
Do you have any goodies? Those arrows do 7 damage. Yeah, but these do 8 and these do 10. So, no thanks. Oh, yes, please. Do not. If you ever get Sophia companion mod, do not give her alcohol. Don't do it. Whatever she says, don't give her alcohol. It's not worth it. She takes off all her clothes, loses all the stuff that you've given her, and then just find her later somewhere else. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I suppose it depends on how much you give her as well, but like here,
Yes, I'm
here you
listening.
go. I have something
I
for
could
you.
get used to this.
Watch.
I'm buying the game just for it.
I got the special edition for like $4 on Steam sale, and it comes with all the DLC and everything. I really don't want to give you this right now, but here you go.
Sounds like a pretty typical millennial to me.
Have a Blackbriar mead.
When is there not a good time to have a drink?
Oh god. Sophia, you're lightweight. Shorty drunk one mead. To be fair, mead is pretty strong. She's also useless now in combat until she recovers from that, so... Yeah, hopefully I don't die or anything.
What happened to all my clothes? I think I must have accidentally lost them.
Why? Why? God damn it, Sophia.
Poggers.
The spigot? Ooh, that's worth 50? Dang. It's worth 100? There's not really good loot here. I don't understand. Oh god, what is she rambling on about over there?
Before you can pass, because I will chop your head off and give it to the Thalmor. I'm so big and tough because I can pay someone to chop your head off in public instead of fighting you one-on-one.
Okay. Okay. See, you don't give her alcohol. That's...
I don't know all the words, so we're making them up.
I mean, it maybe do give her alcohol. That's
This is awesome.
This is pretty funny. Come on, Sophia. Come this way. Like a Nazi zombie over here. Like, come on, come this way. Well, maybe not a Nazi zombie. She's not evil.
Have you seen my dance? Let me show you. I just know you're gonna love it.
Yeah, let me see.
That sounds like me without the alcohol, TBH.
Let's see your dance, Sophia. Show me the dance.
She walks like Lone Paul after 2 beers.
I don't know what you're talking about. I can hold my alcohol. Quite well, thank you. Oh.
What was its name again? It was called... I can't remember, but people didn't seem to appreciate me talking about the place. They thought I meant something else.
Some tavern in Solitude. Great. I don't know what she's on about. Alright, is there any good loot up here, or... I really want to find... No, we're not going to Karspire right now. Oh, she's fine now. Alright.
Let me guess.
I mean, I'd be reeling if I drank 2 beers cause they would make me feel ill.
Well, fair enough. Okay,
If
Sophia.
you say so.
I would like you to wear... I would like you to wear this thing, Sophia.
All right then.
Sophia!
Yes.
What did you do?
Did you want something? So you want me to stand outside whenever you feel like abandoning me?
No.
What if it rains? Was there something you wanted?
I would like you to I would like you to remain here when I don't need you. No. Oh.
If you say so.
Oh my god. This is... Alright. Take this. Take this. Take that. Take that. Alright.
I rather enjoyed a little.
I'm not wearing clothes. What the heck is happening? What the heck is happening right now? Wait. Why do I not have boots on? Where are my boots? Oh my god. Whatever. I guess we'll just run around with the dogs out. Oh, okay. Alright. I think I accidentally gave Sophia my boots. It's fine. Okay, wasn't there something over here? Oh, right. I wanted to use this. I cannot use this while I'm in combat? With what? Ah. There's nothing over there. Can I fast travel? There we go. Alright.
I would be pretty
God's
annoyed
sake. Hold on. Thank you.
too if I look like the Draugr. I hope I don't die and end up looking like one of them. That would be my worst nightmare.
No, Sophia, I think you'll be fine. I don't think you're gonna end up looking like a Draugr. How the heck do I get past this mountain? No. Ah, this map is garbage. Do I go this way, or do I go... Maybe I just go
Lone
up
Paul
from
lost his
Kartspire?
boots by giving booze to someone else.
It seems so. Alright, let's go to Kartspire and see if I can just... I don't know. Maybe just go up the mountain from here? I mean, it looks pretty treacherous. I don't think I'm going to be able to go up that. Oh god. Don't break on me, game. I feel like it's that way a little. Hold on, let me see. Maybe it's this way? Hold on, let me just... No. How the heck do I get up there without dying? I feel like I'm gonna slide off the side of this cliff. I know Skyrim horses are pretty good, but I don't know that they're this good. Never mind. I was mistaken. What the heck? Just right up the Okay. Yep, checks out. Alright, Sophia, we're here. Red Eagle Redoubt. Get bunked. Uh-huh. Ooh, some gold. Alright, any boots around here? Oh, actually, do you have boots? Yes, okay. I need boots. And they do indeed have some fur. Nice, alright. Oh, it's Falmer. That's what I'm thinking
Boots with
of.
the fur.
That's right. Right. Okay, let's see. I always mix up the Falmer and the Forsworn. Okay, there's a definite trap there. Hopefully Sophia doesn't just walk into that. That would be something they would do. Sophia! Thank you.
What was that?
Nothing? Nothing? Stay right there in your flames. Shrink. Oh, come on, activate. Oh, it's just that. I missed! I really need the archery to get up a level so that I can do the zoom in thing. Arr. Wait, what?
You love taking it from behind.
What?
I mean, taking people from behind. As in sneaking up on them, of course. Sorry, I just can't keep my mouth shut.
That's it. Sophia. Like. What?
Sounds like Lone Paw always wanted G to do the zooming.
Ah! Ah! Sophia, it's Indiana Jones. Always. Shush! This is a bit of an ominous, or desert. Ooh. Oh. Hello? Whoa, I thought you were like... Nice, we got... come on. Shrink. I missed. Also in VR, this is amazing. You can shoot arrows as fast as you can draw them. So you basically can just be Legolas. It's pretty great. Alright, somewhere here there's a trapdoor. I'm guessing it's that. Alright, so we gotta be a little bit more vigilant for traps. You guys don't have anything good. I mean, yeah, this stuff's worth money. Oh, damn. Wait a second. This bow's actually really good. What?
I never understood the lore behind the Forsworn.
I'm not sure. What is it? Give me a little rundown. I'm not sure I've heard it before. I just would have assumed that they're just like hunters, but maybe that's not correct. Because they have all these hides and stuff. They look like humans.
I don't know, that's why I don't understand them.
Ah, okay. I don't really pay attention to the lore that much in these games. I mean, as much as I need to, right, to complete quests, but for the most part, I just kind of just ignore it. Zone out. You'll see. If I get stuck on a quest and it's because I wasn't paying attention in the dialogue, yeah, you'll know. Because I'll just be like, I don't know what to do. Alright. Man, when is that messenger gonna come? Also, as soon as we get the Merida's Beacon quest, we're doing it. Yep, it's me!
Bruce?
Oh, dang. Double teamed. Fire and shouted. Nice. Alright, yeah, no. Oh, wait, hold on. Yoink. Huh? Hello? Look at that, she's like a machine gun. No, not particularly. I would actually prefer if I didn't die, thank you. Sounded like you just died, though. Ooh, venison. Sophia killing everybody, and I'm just like, ooh, meat! Let's see. Detected. By what?
Someone do something.
Oh god.
Bruce? Roll!
Oh! Look at that. Just unstoppable. She's a freaking machine. Look at her go. Look at, I didn't even have time. She's a machine. Oh, I thought we were being shot at again. Okay. Right. I mean, okay, let me see. Do they look like humans? They kind of look like humans to me. They just have like... They just have like, I don't know if those horns are in their head or if they're in the... Like on the headdress. Hello? Oh god. Oh, there were people here. Damn. Uh-oh. 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 That's a problem. That's a problem. I took care of it. Oh, okay, there's a lot of bad stuff happening. And look at it just running out. Thanks to your corpse? Damn. That's right, you can't. You can't best Sophia, she's too good.
You'll pay for that.
Come on, fight it out. Do it, Sophia.
You don't look so tough to me.
No mercy. Ooh, a large sack with some carrots in. Nice. Alright. In case you're wondering why I'm not bothering with talking to Sophia with the AI. We can't.
That seems to be very popular, don't you think? It's all people ever seem to eat.
I suppose. I mean, bread's pretty good. Alright. Wait, wasn't there like the Flame Atronach or something over here? Oh, it's over there. Okay. I would like my arrows back. Ooh, thank you. Oh, a Daedra heart. Nice. Is there not a pile of ashes for the Flame Atronach? Maybe not. I cannot use this while in combat. Not this again. Sophia, move. We have to go find out what combat I'm in. Hold on. I'll increase health. And archery, where are you? Oh, yes, I can do it now. Heck yeah. Shrink. Oh, no, I have to have an arrow notched. Okay. That's fine. I can do that. Where you at? Oh, that uses stamina? Okay. I did not realize. Okay, I thought that thing was an enemy. Is this not an enemy? Oh. No. Hello? Oh god. Oh god. Come on, Sophia, help. What? Did she just hit him in one hit? She just killed that guy in one hit. What the f... Madness ore? Oh yes, finally, destruction robes. Yes. Finally. Or put those on right now. Destruction robes. Alright, I got the archery upgrade I wanted. I got this thing that I wanted. Put that away. I still need a mammoth tusk, but maybe I'll find one somewhere. Orcish war axe? Yeah, sure, doesn't weigh very much. Take that. Oh, that's a nice sword. Okay. Do I sit? Alright, no, I don't sit. Creek! Hello. Okay. Right. We need to lower that somehow. Troskull, rune books, nothing up there, nothing on that table.
So you're the strong silent type, huh? I bet you must love me talking to you all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Then again, who could resist spending time with me?
I suppose. You know, as long as you don't get alcohol. Nice. Easy. Okay. Actually, how much weight do I have? Oh no, I'm almost over encumbered. Sophia.
Yes? Did you want something? Huh, you're no fun.
Well, I mean, fine.
Oops, I dropped something.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
Alright, can you take my... Do I need Dragon Bones? No, okay. Can you take a bunch of this stuff that's worth a decent amount of money? Like that. And this... Why can't I give you that? Oh, it's because you don't have enough room. Okay. That's fine. Take this. And I suppose that.
Okay then.
I did not lose very much weight. It's fine. You... Well, that was worth the jump. Okay, there's nothing up here. What? It says to unlock the secret. Maybe I actually have to go, like I said. Maybe I actually have to go read this book. Let's see. Unlock the secret of the tomb. Okay. Hold on. Let's go read this book. Alright. Having paid the blade in human blood, presented at Rebel's cairn together with your sacrifice and intone Lord Red Eagle, Ancient One, first and foremost, Richmond. Okay. That is a long thing to say, but okay, so we need to stab a human. Okay. Can I attack Sophia? Sophia, sorry. Yes. Do it. I have stabbed you. Does it work now? No? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I have to go over there. I see. Okay. You know what? Actually, hold on. Might be faster to just run down from the top. Hold on. Up we go. Yes, this way. Yes, this way. I have no idea where my horse is. Whatever, it's fine. I can just fast travel to get him back. Okay. We're looking for a cairn here. Not a cairn, a cairn. Oh, it's down there. Okay. A cairn is just a pile of rocks. I don't... Wait, what? She said something, but... Oh, well.
Does it want to talk to the manager?
Definitely. No. Oh. That was a little ominous. That's fine, Sophia. Come on. Sophia. Okay. Follow me, Sophia. We had to be sneaky. There's probably bad guys in here. Come on. I wish I could talk to the, AI. Like, it stop them from attacking me. But it doesn't work that way. Right. Oh. There's nothing. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Are they? Okay. Okay, hold on. Sophia, come this way. We need to have a talk. Come here in the light.
What's all the fuss about, Velrin? You're looking like you're ready for a fight, but I'm not sure what's on the agenda for today. Are we heading out to cause some trouble, or just enjoying the morning air?
I have a bad feeling about this next room, Sophia. I think there's gonna be a big fight. Are you ready?
I have a bad feeling about this next room, Sophia. I think there's going to be a big fight. Are you ready? Bring it on, Velrith.
Bring it on, she says.
I've been itching for a good fight all morning.
Alright.
My steel battle axe is eager to taste some Draugr blood, and I'm not about to let you face whatever is in there alone.
Alright, well, she's ready, so let's go. Yep. Called it. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, she's gonna take point in this fight. Just saying. I'm dead. I'm dead. Damn. I died instantly. What? Was my health?
I mean, get good, scrub.
Was my health low or something? I don't. Hold on, Sophia. Sophia, come here. Come in the light. Thank you.
Velrith, about time you woke up. What's the plan for today, then? We've got a whole day of adventuring ahead of us. I'm ready to take on whatever Skyrim's got in store.
Sophia, I died last time. Can you give me a little bit better cover this time, please? I should have had...
Sophia, I died last time. Can you give me a little bit better cover this time, please? Don't worry about that, Velrith.
I should have had her... Alright, I'm gonna have her pray to the carrot gods.
Well, not me, of course. I'm far too skilled.
Alright, Sophia, I think we need to have a little prayer. Can you pray to the carrot god, please?
Alright, Sophia. I think we need to have a little prayer. Can you pray to the carrot god, please? What in Oblivion is a carrot god?
Oh, she didn't like that.
You can't be serious. I'm a Nord, not some amusing fool to pray to ridiculous made-up deities. If you want a blessing, I can offer one to Talos, but not
Carrot
to some...
guard instead of God.
So, Sophia, in my Twitch chat, I have a redeem that puts up a large carrot and sort of has this angelic music that plays. So it's our carrot god. Can you make a prayer to that, please?
So Sophia, in my Twitch chat, I have a redeem that puts up a large carrot and sort of has this angelic music that plays.
Hey, Lone.
Hey, North.
So, it's our carrot god. Can you make a prayer to that, please? Oh,
hey,
fine.
North.
All right. Carrot god, hear our plea. We call upon your crunchy orange greatness to grant us strength and protection in battle. May your juicy power guide Velrith's
Hey,
spells and my
how are you?
strikes. And may our enemies be as weak as a limp, flavorless carrot stick.
That was amazing. That was so good. Thank you, Sophia.
That was amazing.
amazing. That was so good.
I know, it was so
Thank you,
so
Sophia.
good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I must admit, it was a bit of fun to play along with your unusual tradition. Now, shall we get moving?
Yeah, let's go.
We've got adventures to be had and dragons to slay.
Indeed. Now, end your conversation with your AI script. There we go. Alright, come on. We gotta fight Red Eagle. Again. I'm quick saving.
And doing well, thanks, North. How are you doing?
Bruce?
Oh my god, something is sapping my health.
Sleepy lone derp.
What is sapping my health? What? Sleepy? Indeed. Oh, I was using this frostbite staff. Oops. I figured out what was draining my health. I was like, how did I die so fast? Alright, oh, okay, well, he still one-shot me.
Lone Paw hit itself in its confusion.
He still one-shot me. Alright, let's try this a little bit differently. It's bow time. I only have... ah, shit. I don't have very good arrows. Actually, you know what? I think I might have some, How am I dying right now? What? Do I have like a reverse resist frost? Thank you. Alright, take that.
Again, killing those poor wyverns, whom for some reason called dragons.
Oh god! Oh god! No! 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 Oh god! Oh god! Sophia, help! 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 Oh!
I found that the ancient Dragae were the hardest bosses in this game, much harder
Holy
than killing dragons or giants.
shit! Why? Nothing does damage! Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck?
Dragae?
What the f... Draugr. Yeah, Draugr. Alright. Well, that didn't work. Oh, look! Look, guys. Look at this. Are you ready for this? Oh. Oh. Oh, look at this. I don't take damage now. Wow. Wow, look at this. So good. Oh.
I mean, I forgot the spelling,
So
but that was the
good.
name for the undead lord.
Oh, wow. I'm so good at this game. I'm just such a high level. I'm just gonna look in your chest here. Ooh. Oh, I missed.
Ah, the undead norths. Horrible.
Yes. Wow, look.
Bruce? Row! Bruce? Row!
Wow, look, I can shout so quickly
I'm
after each
glowing
other.
so strong.
Oh, yeah, so good. Wow. Okay, that weapon actually is doing nothing. Maybe this? Chop! Dude, it's like the strongest weapon I have and it's doing nothing.
you cheating? D.
Maybe a little. Maybe just for right now. Just for a second. Just for a second. Look at this! Like, you should be dead. I don't get it. Maybe this quest is not to be done when you're a low level.
I will tell your partner you're cheating, Kappa.
It's just for this, I promise. I'll turn it right back off. But this is like...
you're trying to burn something that doesn't have skin.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Nothing. No, you didn't see anything pop up on the screen there.
Holy water, son. Use holy water.
Okay. All that, and I get a sword that's only worth 200 and only does 22 damage. If I had done that without the God mode on, I probably would be very upset. Oh, wait, give me this.
That's what you deserve, cheater, Kappa.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. That's it, though? Like, that's all the... That's it? Oh. Man, I don't care about this shield. It's not worth anything. Okay, I'm over encumbered. I think Sophia's also over encumbered. Shit. These aren't worth very much.
It's not a shield. It's a charge, Kappa.
I like that the arrows don't weigh anything. Like, yeah, I would have been really upset if I had just done that. Because I probably have enough stuff that I probably could have done that fight legitimately. But I would have been like, really? I used all my potions. I used like everything I had for one crappy sword. Like, it's not even that nice. Like, it doesn't even look that good.
Yes, Sloan, don't blame me. I woke up and I chose to be an a-hole. I chose violence.
Nah, you're fine. Alright, can I take this sword then? Can I at least get this one back? Alright, now I can't run though. I mean...
Did you find your
this
quest
sword!
item?
This sword is worth more. Did I find my quest item? Ooh. Yes? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I would assume.
Was there something you wanted? Huh, you're no fun.
Ooh, can you actually carry stuff now? Oh, you can carry stuff. Nice. Okay. Carry all my junk, Sophia. It's very important that you carry all of my stuff. Look at all these potions. Alright. Let's go.
I'm glad that's sorted.
I mean,
Sophia carried his sin of cheating greater than.
this whole boss fight for a sword that's worth 200 gold, when the one that I used to get to that point is worth more than 200 gold. Sure, yeah, that checks out. All right. Oh, chat wanted me to tell you that I'm cheating.
You're cheating?
For one boss fight, I got my ass beat every time. I just wanted to let you know.
And let me guess, you sick Sophia.
No, she got like one shot too. So, but she doesn't die. She just like falls over. Let's sell our stuff.
Is that you, Koa?
It is. North says hi. Yes, I am the Dragonborn.
He's ears, deceiver. The true Dragonborn comes. You are but his shadow.
Holla.
When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
No lick. What the? Damn, okay, this sword actually might be really good. What? What is happening? Alright, well that was fun. Cultist gear, huh? I kinda like their stuff.
I mean it to the burning.
Oh, that yoink! I'm taking those. What? What?
I asked if they were buzzballs.
There's not a buzzball.
D, that's all I get? An aha frown, Big Sag. My heart was in pieces, but your step trough it.
It does the big burning. Yeah, it does. It does indeed. Alright, I like those boots and gloves more. I think I'm gonna wear those too. I mean, I look like a cultist now, but it's fine, okay? I want to sell my stuff. Oh, God, a Krista closed.
Don't blame the cultist's clothing, you look pale, friend.
What? I'm a dark elf. Come on. Come on, vendors. I want to sell my stuff. Oh, this dude again. Fine, take some money.
Favorite drinking buddy. Not anymore, thanks to you.
Huh?
Oh, thank you.
Huh?
Divines bless your kind heart.
What rumbling? I don't know.
I won't say what is in my mind, lol.
Come on, vendors. Oh. Okay, no, I'm not gonna steal their stuff. Okay, I need to wait like an hour, maybe, or two. Alright, not you. If you say a word to me, we already had words last time. Hey, you.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, yeah, it's got to be. Worst thing is, nobody wants the reputation. A few bad apples spoiled about the same. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim.
Okay.
It's got tropical forests and dusty badlands.
No clicker sounds. Who are you?
Come to chat with an
No.
old
You, no.
Khajiit have wares if you have gold.
Where's the armor lady? Hey.
May your road take you to Warm Sands, friend.
Whiterun, and a colorful one at that. What
What's that
brings you to our humble city, dressed in such interesting attire?
Hi. I was wondering if you knew where the armor and sword salesman
Sometimes
is.
I like to roleplay. No, not like that. I mean, like pretending I'm a mud crab that goes around pinching people
Hi.
on the bottom.
Sophia wants to be a mud crab,
where the armor
confirmed.
and sword
You should
salesman
try
is.
it. Role-playing,
You're
I
looking
mean.
for
Although
Adriana
pinching bottoms is
Vinici,
quite
I
fun too.
reckon.
Yeah, I suppose. Where's she at?
She's the one who runs the local blacksmithing shop, War Maidens.
Oh, she's down here. Alright, Sophia's a mud
You
crab.
can find her just inside the city gates.
The fuck? Hey,
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Looking to protect yourself or deal
no,
some
I'm
damage?
looking to sell a bunch of my stuff that I'm never gonna use again. Like this. Ooh, wait. Yeah, like this and maybe some of this stuff. Wait, what? Do I sell this? No, I think I'm gonna give it to Sophia. Okay.
Don't forget to check
Sophia,
inside
come here.
the
Yes? Are you saying you don't trust me? Fair point. Is it because you're scared what I might do with it?
No,
Was there something you
no,
wanted?
this one.
Okay, but if I hurt my back, you'll be
You're not gonna
carrying
hurt
me.
your back. Relax. Jesus. Give me that arrow. I'll take this bow from you. Take this. I think I gave her that, so I'm not gonna take it back from her. Why are you using this when you have this thing? I'm taking that from you.
Sounds like she wants to hurt her back in another way.
Yeah, all the time. Alright. I don't know how much gold this woman has, so I'm just gonna take a bunch of this stuff.
I'm glad that's sorted.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in White.
I
Looking to
mean,
protect yourself
alright.
or deal some damage.
No, you have 1,000 gold. Okay. Well, I'll sell you the heavy stuff. Okay. It's 800 gold left. Cool. Alright, I'm still carrying a ton of stuff. I don't know what weighs so much. I'm very confused.
Giuseppe Smug wants to hurt her back while doing a giggity mud crab pose at the inn's room at night by your carrot stick.
I mean, we haven't had the voice line yet where she's been like, hey, what will our kids look like? Where she hasn't said that one yet. Okay, right. Let's make some stuff. Cool. Alright, sick. And we're just gonna turn around and sell it. Where'd you go?
Have you met my father?
Well, enjoy the rest of
finest
stream,
weapons
Lone
in
Paw. I'm gonna head off.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day and the weekend. Did I not just make... Oh, I made an iron shield. Okay.
Take care, Nubby.
I made some hinges. Where the heck do those go? Where do I sell those at? What do I do with this stuff?
I'll take my leave then.
Yeah, okay, goodbye. I don't know what I have that's weighing so much. Oh, it's... No, these robes only weigh 1. I mean, this armor weighs 30.
Oh no, Lone got unhinged D.
Oh, no, come here. Come here, Sophia. I have something for you, actually. I want to give you
Was there
this.
something you wanted? That's very thought.
Yes, I have armor for you. Here you go.
Oh, nice. I think I'm starting to like you.
Nice. So if we give her stuff and we talk to her, like there's a
Yes, I'm
there's a
listening.
talk thing way down here. Somewhere right here. You can up your relationship. Oh, Jesus Christ. Relationship stats. And see, here we go. Let's see. Stats level 8. Relationship level 15. We need to be 100 and then we can marry her, supposedly. Don't know how to up that. I think you just have to give her more stuff. Which is fine. Alright, right. Let's look at this book that we got. Raven Rock. Kill the false dragonborn known as Velrith before she reaches Solstheim. Miraak. Okay. Well, fortunately, Miraak, I am the dragonborn, not you. Whoever you are. That must be a DLC thing. Right. Where's this quest at? Oh my god, it's in Solitude. I'm not going to Solitude right now. Alright, we have to return to Klemek to, Tactus Fen? Where's that? Riverwood? No. Alright, that's it. Let's do this quest. I was like, I thought there was another quest that was in here. Indeed there is. Right. Some child out there begging for money.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Oh, relax.
Avrelstein, put that down. She's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know she's not spying for the Battleborn? This
Kawa's
was
over here on the
foolish.
Switch.
We can't trust anyone.
Yeah,
Who
I don't
knows
know
what
where
they'll
my
do if they find
hinges
us
went.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother.
Can I help you?
Is it me, or are the priests in Skyrim all perverts? I said I had injured my leg, and one of them
So,
told me
you're
to
here to
remove
help?
my clothes, so he could use his healing hands on me.
Best
Needless to say, he needed a bit of healing himself after that.
So, you're here to help?
I guess I'm here to help. Yeah, I'm not even sure what's happening.
Thorold. He was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went
Sophia
missing.
talking about
Everyone
clothes.
assumes he's
They're
dead.
taking her clothes off again, and then
But
we
he's
got.
not. I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me.
Okay, what sort of proof do you need?
Anything that confirms that Thorold isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time.
I suppose that could be bad.
Butter them up enough to lower their guard.
That sounds like give them gold. Oive. Okay.
I've said too much already.
No, you're fine. I guess Sophia just left. She got bored with that conversation and just walked out. You good? Alright. We're gonna go somewhere and talk to somebody. This way?
Streets of Whiterun feels good, man.
Hello, Automod. Thank you. Deny.
Naira stream vibes.
Right? Also, in case you're wondering, I have the... Oh, no. Now I have bounty.
Stop! By order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
Oh, Christ. Let me go.
Oh, we'll look the other way this time. Even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
Ooh. Or read a book about cake. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Oh god, adept lock. Never mind. Doesn't seem to care? Okay. Steal this note.
You found the book of the lusty Aragonian maid Kappa.
No, I have not found that yet, actually. She likes to talk about it, though. She talks about it all the frickin' time. I'll have to, next time she says something about it. Well, you'll know. It's her favorite book. She says it's quite stimulating.
It's a goddamn holy book.
Nice. Okay, well, I've never actually read it myself, so if we find it, it will probably be the only book that I actually bother to read in this game. I'm leaving. Right after I read all your books that I haven't read yet. I don't know if I get anything for reading all the books, but I know some of the books, if they go,
I would like to cap it, and partially I blame Desert for it.
Nice. Excuse me. Okay.
It's you at 3 a.m.
Excuse me? It's not me at 3 a.m. I don't know if I can get into that building without getting in trouble. So, hey,
do you have
I have proof.
I knew it. The Thalmor. So, Northwatch Keep. I'll do anything if it means save. Thorald can't be left to those monsters.
Let me see if I can bring him back without bloodshed.
You're serious. Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it,
Oh, I can do it.
Will.
It's called paid. Pay them money. Alright, when the heck am I gonna get the messenger? I really want the message. I want to do Dark Brotherhood stuff. Don't talk to me, Nazim. I told Nazim if I see him again, like, we went in a conversation. I was like, I never want to talk to you again. Don't ever talk to me again.
Because I'm a gray main doesn't mean I can't earn my own keep.
What are these two fighting about?
What Nazim did.
What did he do? He's a jerk. What do you mean? Hello? Goodbye? Alright. He's always like, oh, I'm so much better than you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's always like acting like he's better than everybody else. Here, let me see if I can find him. I'll see if he remembers me. Here he is. Nazim.
Oh. Then yeah, he's a dick.
Yeah, look.
Velrith, I see you've decided to return. I must say, I'm surprised you'd show your face again after our lively discussion. I hope you've reflected on your behavior and are prepared to conduct yourself in a more civilized manner. Though I must admit, I doubt it.
That all depends entirely on how you want to act. How are you doing today, Nazim?
That all depends entirely on how you want to act. How are you doing today, Nazim?
The impertinence. You think you can simply waltz back in here and expect me to forget your previous transgressions? I am doing splendidly. Thank you for asking. The sunshine and clear skies always seem to agree with me.
Sophia looks stunned.
Prefer to dwell in darkness and ignorance.
The Bennett mare.
But I suppose it's not about how
funny.
I'm doing, is it?
People usually call me the dozy mare.
Hey, Nazim, you'll never guess. I went to the Cloud District yesterday.
Go FCK yourself, Nazim. You arrogant limp dick.
Hey, Nazim. You'll never guess. I went to the Cloud District yesterday.
Oh, how quaint. The Cloud District, you say? I'm sure it was a thrilling adventure, filled with all the simplistic wonders that a place
I have
like
the
that
aggro
has to
off,
offer.
but you can say stuff and they will attack you.
I, on the other hand, have more refined pursuits to attend to.
So what do you have to do that's better than anything that I have to do? I'm curious. Just tell me.
I work with my mother.
So what do you have to do that's better than anything that I have to do? I'm curious. Just tell me.
You want to know the intricacies of my schedule?
Yes. I want to know
Very well,
what
I
you
shall
do
indulge you.
at all times of the day.
As an advisor to Jarl Balgroof, I have matters of state to attend to, discussions with the other Jarls, and the welfare of Whiterun to consider. I also oversee the management of Chilfaro Farm, which is a far more complex and nuanced endeavor than whatever it is you do.
Nazim, you're starting to tread on the fine line of not talking nicely again. Do we need to go back to kindergarten with you?
Nazim, you're starting to tread on the fine line of not talking nicely again. Do we need to go back to kindergarten with you?
How dare you?
CC aggro is off.
You think you can lecture me on manners?
Otherwise he'd start
I
attacking
am a
me.
sophisticated and cultured individual.
Tell him, I
and
see
will
you
not be
still like to
spoken
express
in
your
such a
feigning man
tone.
lines.
I am a master of diplomacy and politics, and I will not be treated like a child.
Hey, Nazim, I see you still like to express your fainting man lines.
Hey, Nazim,
Manliness.
I see you still like to express your
Oh.
fainting man lines.
Manliness, sorry.
How dare you?
Yeah, he didn't like that.
You will not speak to me in such a manner. I am a man of refinement and breeding, and I will not be insulted by the likes of you.
Man of breeding?
My manlines are far more substantial than anything you could possibly comprehend.
Okay, Nazim, look, all I ever see you do is walk around here in circles. I never see you doing any actual work.
Apparently alchemists
Okay,
use
Nazim,
ingredients
look,
to learn how to
all
make
I ever see you
potions?
do is walk around
That
here in
doesn't sound very
circles.
pleasant
I
to
never
me.
see you doing any actual
I
work.
mean, who in the right mind
How dare you question my work?
See, everything you say, he gets
Nazim, one
pissed.
of my parent was
You
a
think you can
dragon.
see the
Yours,
intricacies of my
probably a
duties as
horse
an
cabin.
advisor to the Jarl? You think you can comprehend the complexity of managing Chilfaro Farm? I'll have you know, my work is not something that can be measured by the amount of sweat on my brow, or the number of hours I spend toiling in the fields.
Nazim, I've played many farming games, including Farm Sim 2015 and 2025, I think. All of the ones between them. I'm pretty sure I know how to run a farm better than you. I don't know if he'll even know what that means.
Nazim, I've played many farming games,
Yikes.
including Farm Sim 2015 and 2025, I think, and all of the
Yikes.
ones between them. I'm pretty sure I know how to run a farm better than you.
You think your Farm Sim games, or whatever it is you're referring to, qualify you to manage a real farm like Chilfaro?
Yeah.
Ha! I doubt you've even set foot in a genuine field, let alone run a successful farm. Your ignorance is staggering.
My ignorance is staggering. Why don't you go look at what you've been saying and decide how ignorant you are? I'm not very good with comebacks.
My ignorance is staggering. Why don't you go look at what you've been saying and decide how ignorant you are?
How dare you? You think you can turn the tables on me and question my intellect?
Ah, I know.
Nazim, a
We'll ask him a
refined and
question.
cultured individual,
Oh, I
will
know.
not be lectured
I know.
by a dragonborn such as yourself.
Nazim, if you're so smart, answer this question. What is pivotal altitude and how do you calculate it? They weren't able to answer
Nazim,
that before.
if you're so
Not
smart,
Nazim, I asked some
answer this
other
question.
NPCs.
What is pivotal altitude and how do you calculate it?
Pivotal altitude, huh? You think you can stump me with your obscure questions?
Uh-huh.
Very well, I shall play along.
Well, give me an answer then. Come on, let's hear it.
Well, give me an answer then. Come on, let's hear it.
Well, I'm not entirely certain what you're referring to.
One more time, then
Pivotal altitude, you say?
Promise Farm.
I'm a busy man, with more important matters to attend to.
Going off on a rant again, wasn't
I don't have time to concern myself with such...
Give me an answer, Nazim. Right now.
Nazim destroyed CSI Miami theme intensifies.
Give me an answer, Nazim, right now.
And Sophia was talking about shoving vegetables up his... Never
I
mind.
don't know what pivotal altitude is, okay?
Oh!
It sounds like some sort of nonsense. A trivial matter that only a commoner such as yourself would concern themselves with. I am a sophisticated and cultured individual, and I will not be ridiculed by your petty attempts to make me look foolish.
Nazim, I think you are a fool.
Srifao, if Hess such a farmer, why does he not know how to best use a hoe?
Okay, I'll ask him next.
Nazim, I think you are a fool.
How dare you?
I'll ask him that next.
You will
Hey,
not
sorry.
speak to me in such a manner. I am a respected member of this community, and I will not be insulted by the likes of you. You
Srif
will show
Dorps
some
Gumi Evinin.
respect, or so help me.
Hey, Nazim. If you're such a good farmer, why do you not know the best way to
Hey,
use a hoe?
Nazim.
Oh, it cut off.
Don't
Hold
hey
on.
me.
Don't hate me.
You will address me with the respect and dignity that my station deserves. I am Nazim, advisor to Jarl Balgruf, and you will show some deference. Now, if you have something to say, say it. But do not dare to speak to me in such a familiar tone again.
Alright, well, if you're such a good farmer, why do you not know the best way to use a hoe? Alright, let's see what he has to say about that.
All right. Well, if you're such a good farmer, why do you not know the best way to use a hoe?
How dare you question my farming abilities?
He wants to attack me.
I'll have you know,
good thing I have
am
that
a
off.
master of agriculture.
Oh, master,
and my
he says.
farm, Chill Furrow, is one of the most productive in the whole.
I'm done talking to you, Nazim.
I don't need to get my hands dirty to know how to use a hoe.
Oh, yeah, he just hands his work out to servants. He doesn't do anything himself. Alright, how the heck do I get the note that says we're watching? Come on, man, I need this note. I need it. I want to do Dark Brotherhood.
He don't know how to use hose kappa.
That's right. I want to do Dark Brotherhood quests. Damn it.
Did I tell you about the time I nearly made 2 people die without even
How are you,
touching
sorry?
them? I didn't feel like wearing clothes that day. One
Oh
man
my
nearly choked to death on a piece of bread when he saw me, and the other fell over a bridge and nearly drowned.
Sophia, you're a menace to society. My horse! Yay. Alright, right. What quest do we have?
No, 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 let her speak, clone.
Oh, no, she was done. Okay. Maybe, I don't know. Here, let's do these real quick. Let's knock these out, and we'll go talk to Sven too. Go to Riverwood real quick. Also, ad break in 1 minute. Just letting you guys know.
She's not wrong. She knows what she wants. Maybe she's a scaly. Lol.
Yeah, it's secret. Oh, you can talk to the chickens too. Hold on. Chicken. And they say cluck.
Cluck, cluck. Who are you? What brings you to Riverwood, stranger?
Hey, have you ever heard of KFC?
Hey, have you ever heard of KFC?
What kind of dark magic is this?
Oh, he wants to attack me.
KFC.
That's racist, Kappa.
No. I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't think I want to. What's wrong with you, traveler?
Well, KFC's probably the best fried chicken place, and you're a chicken. How about we make you into fried chicken?
Well, KFC is probably the best fried chicken place, and you're a chicken. How about we make you into fried chicken?
How dare you? You think I'm just a meal waiting to happen?
You're a chicken and your voice is
I'm a
manly.
living, breathing creature, and I won't be treated like a piece of food. Leave me be, traveler, before things get ugly. Cluck, cluck.
Cluck, cluck. Well, unfortunately, Mr. Chicken, I don't know your name. You were raised to be food. That's the whole purpose of your life.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Chicken, I don't know your name. You were raised to be food. That's the whole purpose of your life.
That's a foul and cruel thing to say. My name is Cluck Norris.
Cluck Norris!
I am a noble and proud chicken, not some mere meal to
You're
be devoured.
evil alone.
I have
Cluck
thoughts,
Norris!
feelings, and a desire to live, just like any other creature in Skyrim. You should be ashamed of yourself, stranger, for speaking such vile words.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cluck Norris. I had no idea it was you. Please accept my greatest apologies.
I must say I am inclined to agree.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cluck Norris. I had no idea it was you.
No,
Please
no.
accept my greatest apologies.
You're dead meat alone. Cluck
thank
Norris
you,
will rip you apart.
traveler. I accept your apology. It takes a big person to admit their mistakes and make amends. I must say, I'm a bit surprised you're wearing those.
Wearing those what?
Wearing those what?
Those cultist robes.
Oh, they look good.
They don't exactly scream chicken lover or apology acceptor. What's your business in Riverwood? And what's with the dark attire?
I'm here to talk to Sven, and I just found these robes. I like how they look. I had no idea they were
Amused you've been
bad.
destroyed. Buy a chicken.
I'm here to talk to Sven, and I just found these ropes.
Not
I like how
ropes.
they look. I had no idea they were bad.
You're looking to talk to Sven, eh? He's a local bard and a bit of a troublemaker, if you ask me. And those robes... well, let's just say they're not exactly the kind of thing you'd want to wear to a wedding or a harvest festival.
Why not? They look quite stylish.
Why not? They look quite stylish.
Stylish? You think the symbol of the Daedra is stylish? Those robes are a sign of dark magic and evil deeds, traveler. Wearing them is like inviting trouble to follow you everywhere. The people of Riverwood don't take kindly to that sort of thing.
Well, what robes would you suggest I wear? What are some nicer looking clothes then that I can find somewhere in Skyrim?
Well, what robes would you suggest I wear? What are some nicer looking clothes than that I can find somewhere in Skyrim?
Now that's a question I can get behind, traveler. If you're looking for something a bit more respectable, you might want to try the clothes the guards wear. They're sturdy, practical, and show you're a person of honor.
That may be true, but I like to look nice as I walk around, and I don't really like any of the guard uniforms.
Out of all the Daedric princes, Sanguine is
That
the
may
only
be
one I
true.
would actually consider
But I like to
worshipping.
look nice as I walk around, and I don't really like any of the guard uniforms.
Knows the importance of alcohol.
Well, in that case, I've seen some of the travelers who come through Riverwood wearing some fine-looking leather armor, or even fancy clothes from the cities like Whiterun or Riften. Maybe you could try finding something like that. The locals seem to like the look of well-made leather, and it's practical for traveling too. Just, please, for the love of all things feathered, get rid of those cultist robes.
Alright, well, thank you for your advice. I will definitely look for some fancy clothes or nice leather armor. Have a good day, Cluck Norris.
Alright. Well, thank you for your
That's his
advice.
name.
I will
I was
definitely
like,
look for
"What's
some
your name?"
fancy clothes
It's
or nice
Cluck
leather
Norris.
armor.
It's getting late, isn't it? The sun's gone down, and the stars are out. I should probably get back to my coop. It's not safe for a chicken like me to be out and about at night. But it was.
Sleep well, Cluck Norris.
Alright, let's talk to Sven. Chicken left the conversation.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Nice. Hey, Sven.
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep
I
telling
don't
him.
think they'll be
Well,
spending any
that's
more
what I
time
like
with
to hear.
Feindal.
Good work. I think you deserve some
Oh, we
gold
had a
for
good
my
talk with
tips to you.
Feindal, too. Oh, 25 gold. Ooh.
Of course.
Don't start playing. Sometimes they...
Velreth, it's good to see you again.
Oh, yes. Rude. Rude. Alright, whatever. Hold on, let me look this up. 1 second. Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, talk to Ventus Aretino. After wait a short time and sleep in a bed. Oh, okay, well. I did that, but we can do it again.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around.
I wanted you to have this. A token of my affection. Don't mean we're engaged or nothing.
Thank you for the 1 gold.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Where do we get a room?
Mm-hmm.
How do I get a room? Do I get it from you?
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking care of those
Alvar?
thieves.
Whatever you need.
Riverwood Trader is
My
back
use
to the
here
way
is
it used to
simple and
be.
strong.
Embry?
What do you want?
Out of my... Got any ale or mead?
I sure do. Here you go. Not Ragnar the Red. No, I
Hi
can't.
Lone Origin 431 hi.
How you doing? We just had a long conversation with Chicken. Sleep in bed. Alright, let's see. Yes!
Heyo at Origin TT.
Yes!
Sleep well.
Yes!
Does it matter?
Yes!
You're warm, dry, and still very much alive.
Hi at
That's
North
more than can be
Greenfield.
said for old Greenwood. Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets
Ooh,
butchered in her
kidnapped.
own orphanage.
Heck yeah!
Things like that tend to get around.
Why is there
don't
Jurassic Park
misunderstand.
music?
I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill.
Oh, he's playing
Old Crow
Jurassic
had it
Park on
coming.
the Switch.
And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight problem.
What's this?
You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates.
Alright,
Grelod the
we're gonna have a
Kind
bit of
was,
a
by all
game show
rights, a
for
Dark
this next
Brotherhood
part.
Contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay.
Mm-hmm.
Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've
Yes, we're gonna
collected
have a
them
bit of a
from-
competition
That's not
here.
very important. The here and now.
I'm gonna use ChatGPT to come up with some
You see, there's
questions.
a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out.
Alright.
Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire.
Hold on. Okay. I'll do it.
See, I knew we could resolve
The
this
Whiterun
simply.
Olympics?
A debt owed must be repaid.
No.
You understand that. Well, get to it then. Pick your guest and send the poor fool to the void. I'll give you the key to this shack, and you'll be on your way.
Alright, we're gonna use the AI for this. We're gonna ask them a couple questions. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 questions that the AI ChatGPT's generated.
I hope you aren't planning to fight in those clothes.
Sophia, wait here
Why
and
do
shut
you
up.
get to have all the fun?
Okay. Alright, Full-Time the Fearless.
I can hear you talking.
Who are
My
you?
name is Full-Time.
Hold on, I'm just gonna...
I'm a nobody, really. What? Oh, God. I don't want to die.
Okay.
Wait, why, Sophia? They're too low.
Esmara,
I don't know.
if I didn't have this hood on right... Excuse me. What kind of question is that? I'm feeling... What do you think, genius?
Alright.
Is this about that rape? What? Oh, God. Please. I don't know. I mean, but war is war, right? Nobody can
What?
blame me for that.
Have
Could
you
they?
not heard of me? Perhaps I will have... Me? Fool, don't you? If one of my enemies would not pay to have me killed...
Alright. Sneak. Ah! Oh, I can't. I need sneak 30. Okay. One-handed? Yeah, we can increase one-handed. That's fine. Okay. So we've got some questions. If they can, whoever answers the most questions here, I'll just.
What did I do? Please, whatever it is, I'm sorry. I can hear you talking, but I don't know what's going on. I'm tied up and I have a sack over my head.
Well, welcome. This is going to be a bit of a competition. We're going to call this the Elder Scrolls Lore Off. I've got a couple questions for you. If you answer them correctly, I'll spare your life.
Well, welcome. This is going to be a bit of a competition. We're going to call this the Elder Scrolls Lore Off. I've got a couple questions for you. If you answer them correctly, I'll spare your life.
Oh, gods, please. Let me live. I'll do anything you want. I'll answer any question. Just don't kill me.
Alright, question number 1 is, what is the name of Skyrim's High King who was killed by Ulfric Stormcloak?
Alright, question number 1 is, what is the name of Skyrim's High King who was killed by Ulfric Stormcloak?
The Tribunal have mercy. I think it was Torrig.
Oh, that's correct.
High King Torrig. Dot. Ulfric Stormcloak killed him, yes.
Okay, that is correct. Next question is, which Daedric prince is known as the Prince of Madness? See, I feel like they're going to get all these correct.
Okay, that is correct. Next question is, which Daedric prince is known as the Prince of Madness?
Oh, please, don't kill me. I know this one. It's Shoggorath.
Oh, well, he mispronounced it, but...
I've heard stories about him, about how he's crazy and unpredictable.
That is also correct. All right, contestant number 1. The next question is going to be, what ingredient can you harvest from Netches in Solstheim?
That is also correct. All right. Contestant number 1. The next question is going to be, what ingredient can you harvest from Netches in Solstheim?
Yeah. No. No. No, no. Don't call me a contestant. Please. I'm just a man. A soldier. I don't want to die.
Give me an answer to the question, please.
Give me an answer to the question, please.
I think it's... Netch leather.
No.
Nope. Wait. That's not an ingredient. I've heard that Netches have a jelly. A Netch jelly.
That is correct.
That's used in alchemy.
Does he not know
That
the
is
champ?
correct. The next question is going to be, what city in Skyrim is home to the Thieves Guild? I feel like they're going to know all of these questions. I'm going to come up with something else.
That is correct. The next question is going to be, what city in Skyrim is home to the Thieves Guild? I feel like they're going to know all these questions. I'm going to come up with something else.
All right, I have something else.
Don't get discouraged. I'm just trying to survive. I think the city you're talking about.
Well, I'll ask the last question. I'll see.
Riften.
Okay.
Yes, the Thieves Guild is in Riften.
That is correct. And the last question is, what type of weapon is Wuthrad? Wuthrad.
That is correct. And the last question is, what type of weapon is Wuthrad?
He's a soldier. He's probably been around a lot and heard lots of stories.
That is correct. Right. I'm thinking though that
Wuthrad is a battle axe.
Nice.
It's the battle axe of Ysgramor, a great Nord hero.
That is correct, contestant number 1. All right, just hang tight for a minute. I'm going to ask our other 2 contestants, and then I'll make my decision. My voice cracked. I feel like they're gonna know the answers though, because they have access to Skyrim knowledge, but only Skyrim knowledge. Maybe I should ask something else.
Please, don't forget about me. I'm the one who answered all your questions correctly.
Give me a
I don't want
Skyrim
to
riddle.
die. I'll do anything, just spare my life.
A shorter one. Again. Again. Okay, I've got a riddle. So if they answer all the questions correctly, we'll dial it down to a riddle, and then maybe something after that if it...
It is just chat, right?
Yeah, just ChatGPT. Yeah. But it so it can't access external file though, so it only knows like Skyrim things. So if I ask it things about airplanes, it won't know. But I already did that yesterday, so I'm trying to mix it up. All right, Aaliyah.
Let me out of here. I don't have time for this nonsense. I've got a home to keep and children to feed. Now let me out of here.
All right, Aaliyah, you are contestant number 2 on the Elder Scrolls Lore Off. Are you ready for your questions?
All right, Aaliyah, you are contestant number 2 on the Elder Scrolls Lore Off. Are you ready for your questions?
What in oblivion is going on here? I'm not some contestant. I'm a Nord woman, kidnapped and tied up in this filthy cabin. Cut these ropes and let me go.
All right, well, I'll take that as a yes. Question number 1. What is the name of Skyrim's High King who was killed by Ulfric Stormcloak? Oh, wait, maybe I should generate different questions, because what if they heard?
All right. Well, I'll take that as a yes. Question number 1. What is the name of Skyrim's High King who was killed by Ulfric Stormcloak?
Yeah, what if they heard, because he was sitting right
Torrid.
there?
Now, are you going to let me out of here? Or do I have to scream until the gods themselves hear me?
Question number 2. What ingredient can you harvest from Netches and Solstheim?
Question number 2. What ingredient can you harvest from Netches in Solstheim?
Cowards. Stealing a woman from her home. For shame. Fine, I'll play along. It's Netch leather. Now get these things off of me.
All right, question number 3. Which Daedric prince is known as the Prince of Madness? And no, she got it wrong. So she has one question wrong so far.
Which Daedric prince
so he
is
got
known
them
as
all
the
right.
Prince of Madness?
She got one wrong.
Shelgarath, by the gods, when I get out of here, you're dead. You hear me? Dead. Now stop wasting my time with these questions and let me go.
Are you threatening me? That won't help your chances. Question number 4. What city in Skyrim is home to the Thieves Guild?
Are you threatening me? That won't help your chances. Question number 4. What city in Skyrim is home to the Thieves Guild?
None of your damn business who I am. If
I
you're going to
didn't
kill
ask.
me, just do it already. Asmara is my witness. If I didn't have this damned hood on right now, I would spit right in your face. Fine. It's Riften.
And question number 5. What type of weapon is Wuthrad?
Who is this, woman? How dare she speak like
And
this to the
question
god
number
of the
5.
I know.
conquering?
What type
I
of
know,
weapon
she's
is
like,
Wuthrad?
she already got one
Get these
wrong,
things
so.
off of me. It's a battle axe. Now stop toying with me and let me out of here. I've had enough of your games.
All right. Question number... contestant number 3. Oh, wait, what? Did it?
A voice. How refreshing. Whoever this is, clearly we got off on the wrong foot. Ah, but no worries. This is not the first time I have been bagged and dragged.
Well, Vasha, you are contestant number 3 on the Elder Scrolls Lore Off. I'm just gonna get right into it. Question number 1, what is the name of Skyrim's High King who was killed by Ulfric Stormcloak? And yes, I generated the questions with ChatGPT since we're using AI for everything
Vasha,
else.
You are contestant number 3 on the
I'm
Elder
gonna use it for
Scrolls
this
Lore
too.
Off. I'm just going to get right into it. Question number 1. What is the name of Skyrim's High King who was killed by Ulfric Stormcloak?
The question may be amusing, but my situation is not. Tell you what, release me, and I promise my associates won't hunt you down like
that's
an
a threat
animal
too.
and butcher you in the street. It's a win-win. Now, as for your question, I believe the man you're referring to is Torig, the High King of Skyrim.
Question number 2, what ingredient can you harvest from Netches in Solstheim?
Vasha and the woman shall die.
I can only pick one.
Question number 2. What ingredient can you harvest from Netches in Solstheim?
Come now, whatever the problem, we can talk about it like civilized folk. As for your question, I've had dealings with the Dunmer, and I've learned that
that is
Netches
correct.
can
One
be
who
harvested
survived.
That is correct.
Juzap Smug.
But I believe the ingredient you're looking for is Netch jelly. Now, about my... predicament?
Question number 3, which Daedric prince is known as the Prince of Madness?
Question number 3. Which Daedric prince is known as the Prince of Madness?
A man in my position makes lots of enemies, but I always keep my wits about me. The Daedric prince you're referring to is
correct.
Shogorath, the Prince of Madness. Now I must say, this interrogation is quite intriguing, but I'm afraid I'm growing a bit...
Question number 4, what city in Skyrim is home to the Thieves Guild?
Question number 4. What city
I'm
in
just
Skyrim
ignoring
is home
what they're
to the
saying.
Thieves Guild?
You will let me go.
No.
I know you will. This is all just part of a game we play. The city you're asking about is Riften.
That one's a little
home
too
to the
easy.
infamous Thieves Guild.
Alright, next question. What type of weapon is Wuthrod?
Easy. Alright, next question. What type of weapon is Wuthrod?
A simple question, really. Wuthrod is an axe, and a particularly notable one at that. Now, if you don't mind my asking, might I inquire about the rope around my wrists a bit?
Alright, 3-way conversation.
Does axe count as battle axe?
Yeah, I'll count that. No, see, it can't do 3. Damn. Alright. Well, you got it right, you got it right, you got it wrong. So it's gonna be you. I will give you one chance, though. I will see if you get this riddle. The answer to the riddle, by the way, is a Draugr. So we'll see. We'll see what they say.
What in the name of the 8 divines is going on here?
I should ask them to sing me a song.
1 minute I'm at home,
Like hum
taking care
hum
of
a
my
song and
children,
make the noises.
and the next I'm being dragged to this dungeon, tied up like a beast, and forced to play some twisted game with this dark brotherhood woman.
Well, unfortunately, Aaliyah, you were the only one who got one of the questions wrong. Netches make Netch jelly, not Netch leather. I will give you a chance to redeem yourself with a riddle. Would you like to hear it? I have to, like, super enunciate my words.
Well, unfortunately, Alea, you were the only one who got one of the questions wrong. Netches make netch jelly, not netch leather. I will give you a chance to redeem yourself with a riddle. Would you like to hear it?
Cowards. Stealing a woman from her home, and now making her play games to save her own life? By the gods, when I get out of here, you're dead. You hear me? Dead. Dead.
I don't take your threats idly. Please tell me if you would like the riddle or if you would just like me to kill you.
I don't take your threats idly. Please tell me if you would like the riddle, or if you would just like me to kill you.
None of your damned business if I want to hear the riddle or not.
Yes, it is.
Just get on with it already. Say the riddle, and let's get this over with. I've got better things to
Oh, I'm snoozing ads for a second.
do than sit here all day, tied up and helpless.
Alright, well, very well. The riddle is this. I guard my treasure with a piercing gaze, yet I am hollow, trapped in an ancient haze. What am I?
All right. Well,
All right.
very well.
With the other
The
Dark
riddle is
Brotherhood
this.
stuff, I'm gonna
I
have
guard
them
my
like
treasure with the
tell me the
piercing
jokes or
gaze,
something, and if
yet
it's
I am
actually
hollow,
funny,
honestly
trapped
so
in an
good
ancient
wow.
Right?
haze. What am I?
I don't have time for this nonsense.
so we'll have them
I've
like
got a
sing
home to
songs
keep
or
and
something
children
to
to
decide if
feed.
they die or not.
Now let me out of here. But since you're forcing me to play along, I'll tell you.
Yeah, give me the answer to the riddle.
Yeah. Give me the answer to the riddle.
A dragon's skull, you numbskull.
Nope.
It guards its treasure, but it's hollow and trapped in the ancient haze of its own history. Now, are you satisfied? Can I go now?
Nope, unfortunately that is incorrect. The answer to the riddle is a Draugr, and that's going to be the last thing that you hear. Sorry. Bye-bye, Aaliyah.
Nope. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. The answer to the riddle is the Draugr. And that's going to be the last thing that you hear.
Draugr.
What in the name of Mara? You're going to kill me over a stupid riddle? I've got 6 children at home depending on me. Who's going to take care of them now?
You're dead, Leia. Sayonara.
Astrid. Let's have a conversation, Astrid. Yeah, and I will count Axe as battle axe.
Ah, a stranger.
A dragon's skull. You numbskull was a
What brings you
surprisingly
to
good
this?
line.
I know, that was really good.
Humble abode? I see you've met our guests. What do you make of our little gathering?
Well, I want to know what you thought of my little game show for them. It did a pretty good job of narrowing out which one knows their land and which one deserved death.
Well, I want to know what you thought of my little game show for them. It did a pretty good job of narrowing out which one knows their land and which one shoot.
That's not what I said,
I
but
must say, your creativity is impressive. The way you've been toying with them, it's almost artistic. And the results, well, they speak for themselves.
do you think this is something I should do if I get into the Dark Brotherhood with every one of my contracts?
Do you think this is something I should do if I get into the Dark Brotherhood with every one of my contracts?
Well, I think it's safe to say that your particular
Oh,
set
dear
of
Lord.
skills would be an asset to our little family. As for using this method on every contract, I'd say that's a matter of personal preference. But I must admit, it's
Yes, go on.
Yeah, let's go on.
I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family,
Yay!
the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view.
Well, I appreciate that, Astrid. I will definitely take you up on that offer, and I will see you there.
Well, I appreciate that, Astrid. I will definitely take you up on that offer, and I will see you there.
Silence, my brother. That will grant you entry. And then, we can discuss the details of your new life with us.
Alright, nice. Now I actually have to
The
talk to her.
feisty good wife.
What?
Quite the mouth on her. Someone must have wanted her dead. Right? Indeed. For you, my friend, seem to understand what's truly important. When I give an order to
No
spill
questions,
blood,
it says. Well,
follow it.
unfortunately, I'd like
No
to ask questions.
no remorse.
Now I'm gonna have to come up with some other things.
And you've repaid your
I'll have
debt
them,
in
like,
full.
I don't know, maybe give me a
Here's
joke.
the key to the shack.
Or
But why
maybe
stop here?
make a good song.
I say
I
we
asked
take
someone
our
to sing me a song
relationship
once, though,
to
and they
the
just, like,
next level.
read off a poem, and I was
I
like,
would
no,
like to
that's not.
officially extend to you
I want,
an
like, the
invitation to
actual
join my
sounds.
family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of
Okay, yes,
when
we've heard
questioned
this.
by- I'll see you at home.
Nice. Alright, come on, Sophia.
You have some... You can take me anytime.
Ahem.
I mean, you can take me with you. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Alright. Dark Brotherhood stuff. Let's go. It only took me 9 hours. Heck yeah. Alright, hold on real quick. We're just gonna return to Klemek. Wherever he is. He's here. If you guys have ideas too, just tell me. I will gladly take any ideas that you guys have to. You can make it evil. Evil, the more evil, the better.
Ah, good to see you again. Quite a climb. Anyway, much appreciated.
Oh my god, 500 gold, thank
Take
you.
this for your troubles.
Alright. Right. Turn that off. Turn this quest on. Alright. And we will look for that location. It's over here. Next to Falkreath. Okay, I'll just go here. Let's go, Sophia. This way. I don't know what other things I could possibly ask or do. I might have to like have a long conversation with ChatGPT so it gets the point
I can
across.
get away with anything in Skyrim. I just act all...
Yeah, I'm sure you can,
innocent,
Sophia.
and the guards
Get away
think
with
I'm
whatever
going
you
on.
want.
Not that I'm a bad person or anything. Most of the time.
Ahem. Don't know if they're glitched or something. Just gonna leave them be. What are those wolves? Are those wolves up there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a long conversation with ChatGPT and see if I can like come up with some good. I missed what? Nice. Where did my horse go? It was 2 seconds. I wonder if I could talk to the horse. That would be... Hold on. Can I talk? Well, I don't want to do it in the middle here because I'll probably get attacked by something. Oh, there's more Guardian Stones over there. Nah. I'll just keep going this way. I do want to discover some more locations along this route, just for fast traveling. So if we see any that are close, I will definitely stop. Hello? Oh, you're just hunting the... Okay, I thought you were attacking me. You're just hunting the fox. Why? What did the fox ever do to you? Alright, I just want to discover this, and then we can... North Shriekwind Bastion. Bastion? Oh, what is this? Something is hostile. Probably wolves. Sophia's taking care of him. Okay, I think it's this way. Some old tower here. Might as well discover it. I'm right here. Discover it. Shit. Valkyrie Watchtower. Great. I think we should almost be there. I think. Well, whatever it is, it's hostile. Hopefully Sophia just takes him out for me. Otherwise, or they're just unhostile themselves. Almost there. Is Valkyrie near here? Oh, it is, kinda. Well, that would be Sophia's horse. Hold on a second. Shrink. Roadside ruins. Oh, this is the... I see. Well, I'm basically at the town, so let me just... Doo-doo-doo. I might off-stream just run around and discover all the map locations, but I also don't want to do that in case something happens that's like worth recording or streaming. I don't know. I'm just gonna go discover the city real quick, and then we'll go back. Nice. All right. Just for fast traveling purposes. And I'm really lazy, so... Nice. All right.
What is the music of life?
Silence. Nice. All right. Sophia?
What is it?
Wait here. Wait here.
Why do you get to have all the fun?
Sophia, it's because I don't want you barging in on my conversations. I don't know what to do with the soul gems. I don't know what that does. Alright, also we got a quest from reading a book. Great. Oh, are the purple books quests? Oh, okay, the purple books must be quests. And then the, yeah, these books must be, yeah, the red books are like level up stuff. Oh. 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 Oh.
At last. I hope you found the
Big
place
fireworks
all right.
outside.
That was a car.
That was firework.
Well, what happens now? This, as you can see, is our sanctuary.
Yes, it looks quite
You won't
nice. I
find a
stole your
safer
stuff
place
already.
in all of Skyrim. So get comfortable.
Honored to be part of your family.
Our family, my dearest. Our family. Together, united as one, the Dark Brotherhood can accomplish anything. But you must be anxious to get to work. I'm arranging a job, but need a bit more time. For now, go see Nazir. He's got several smaller contracts.
Okay.
Soon, the Night Mother will arrive. And things around here are sure to get even more
Oh
interesting.
yes, I have to find the
But
Cicero
one last
dude.
thing.
Wherever he
Welcome
is.
home present. The armor of the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, I think I just stole
May
it.
it serve you well in all your
I think I took it already, but thank you. Yeah, I already have shrouded stuff, but thank you. All right. I already have shrouded stuff. Let me see. Oh no, I have shrouded robes. Robes? Jesus Christ. Robes. 15% less to cast. Poison resistance increased by 50. Oh yes, move silently. Okay, I will switch out the boots for that. Oh well, these ones are good too, but I like the look of the boots more. Bows do 20% more damage. Yeah, I'll take that. Although this one is the same. Although I think I like the mask. The mask on that. And then let's see. She gave me gloves. Backstab does double damage. Double sneak attack damage with one-handed weapons. I'll put the gloves on. I kind of want this,
Be
but
sure and introduce yourself to your new family members. They're all
let me see. What does this look
very
like?
eager
Oh,
to
that does
meet
look. That does look really nice, though. I don't know. I mean, I do destruction spell, but maybe just that's fine. Okay.
Again. Do the part where he tries to buy you some candy.
Okay, wait. Here we go. Oh, you're such a pretty little girl.
Isn't she
With a sweetie, like a sweetie?
like a
Oh, yes.
vampire lady? Ooh.
Oh, yes, please, kind sir. My mama and papa left me all alone. I'm so very lonely. I know a shortcut to the candy shop. Through this alley. Yeah, very.
Nice.
My, it's dark down here. Oh, you're so smile. Your teeth. No!
Isn't she a vampire?
No, Babette, but you are so wicked.
What about you, Festus? How did that last contract turn out?
Oh, yes.
Are you the voice from the radio in Fallout?
Wizardry.
Ah, the young and stupid.
That sounds
Always
like the
mocking
Fallout
the
voice guy.
experienced and brilliant. My contract went very well, I'll have you know. Tried a new spell. Little something I've been working on in my spare time. Came this close to turning that priest inside out.
Ooh.
Damn messy.
Dang.
And what of your latest, Arnbjorn? Something about a Khajiit?
Dude, you look like the
Merchant,
Witcher.
wasn't it?
Oh, a big doggy chasing a little kitty.
Oh, he's
How
werewolf.
adorable.
Okay. Ah ha 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 ha.
I am not adorable. It was not funny.
Okay, no, he
Wasn't
is
a
just the
merchant.
Witcher.
He was a Khajiit
What?
monk, a master of the Whispering Fang style. But now he's dead, and I have a new loincloth.
A little bit TMI. Hey, Nazir.
So you're the newest member of our dwindling dysfunctional.
Dude, this is the guy from Fallout. What?
I've heard quite a bit about you.
Hello, lady. Pleasure to meet you.
Save the niceties for now. I have no intention of getting invested in someone who may be dead tomorrow. If you're still breathing in a few weeks, I'm sure we'll be the best of friends.
Astrid said you had some work for me.
Did she now? Well, as it turns out, there are a few lingering contracts we haven't had the chance to complete just yet. And more, dribbling in from time to time. I'll assign them to you as they become available, to be completed at your leisure.
Okay. Sounds simple enough.
It is. These aren't particularly glamorous assassinations, I'll be honest. Don't pay much either.
Oh, that's fine. The armor I get at the end of this is worth all of this.
You're able. There's no real time limit. The targets aren't going anywhere.
Nope.
You can turn
this is
each
what we're
one in
focusing
as it's
on.
Completed,
So.
or wait and turn in the whole group when all the targets have been eliminated. Whichever works for you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Well then, let's get started. I've got 3 available right now. Your targets are the beggar Narfi, an ex-miller named Enodius Papias, and Baytil, a mine boss.
All right.
When you've completed all those, we'll see if I might have some more.
Tell me about them. Let's get a little bit of information.
Angus Mill in the woods. He was once the miller. Now Papias is just a paranoid recluse who thinks someone is out to get him.
That would be me. I am that someone. Oh yeah, there you go. Tell me about Beth.
Separated from her husband several months ago.
Baytil.
Now the two run competing mining operations. Baytil's angry and desperate, a fighter.
Okay. So
He's
I expect a fight from that one.
In some ruins just outside the village of Iverstead. Easy, even for you.
I don't think it'll be quite that quite that easy, but all right.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Try not to get yourself killed.
Well, well, it's raw meat. Oh, my beautiful wife has told me all about you.
Astrid is your wife?
I'll give you a week before you end up dead in a ditch.
Well, that's nice to say. Tell me about yourself.
Look, if you're trying to get to know me, my wife trusts you, and I trust her judgment.
Also,
so you can't be all bad.
You've got no
Here's all you
shoes,
need to know.
but
I'm a werewolf.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
I love Astrid. I hate annoying people, and the color blue gives me a headache.
Oops. Well, all right.
Take care of yourself, beef roast.
Okay. I don't know if that's an insult or not. I don't know how to recharge weapons. I have some weapons that need recharging, but I don't know how to do that.
Ask the dog if he want bets.
Arnbjorn. Another stranger seeking refuge in our sanctuary, I suppose. What business do you have here, Lambshank? Don't waste my time with idle chatter. State your purpose.
Hey, my Twitch chat wants to know if you want pets. Like, head pets?
Hey, my Twitch chat wants to know if you want pets like head pats.
What in the name of the 8 divines are you prattling on about?
Oh, yeah, no, he didn't like that.
Twitch chat? Head pats? You think I care about your whatever it is you're talking about?
Well, pets is like, you know, when you pet a dog. You're a werewolf, so do you want pets?
Well, a pet is like, you know, when you pet a dog, you're a werewolf. So do you want pets?
You think being a werewolf makes me some sort of domesticated beast? I am a force of nature, a killer, a monster. I don't want your pets or your head pets. I want respect, and maybe a good fight to get the blood pumping.
Well, I meant no offense. I apologize if there was any. I was just curious. I'll leave you to your business now. I have to talk slightly strangely to them so that it hears
Well,
my voice.
I meant no
shame.
offense. I
Mhm.
apologize if there was any. I was just curious. I'll leave you to your business now.
You're lucky I'm in a decent mood this morning. Apology accepted, Tidbit. Don't think this means I'm going to start playing nice with you, but I won't tear your throat out. Yet. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have more important things to attend to.
What a rude dog.
Yeah, pretty rude. Hey.
Welcome, my sister. Welcome to our sanctuary. You have made the right choice joining
These
us, I
are-
assure you.
Nice to meet you.
You just trust in Astrid, follow her orders. Once I was a Shadowscale.
Shadowscale?
An assassin in service
Oh,
to the King
assassin.
of Black Marsh. Trained by the Dark Brotherhood since the day of my hatching. But that was a lifetime ago.
Can I help you?
Today, I am the last of my kind. My order is extinct. Now, I am a trained killer.
Yeah, fair
Once
enough.
again,
Okay.
have been given
Hello.
Purpose.
There you are.
Life is good.
Astrid's told me all about you. Heard she pulled the old choose your victim gad with you. Ah, I love that.
How did you know? A little bit more than you think.
You're going to love it here. We have a lot of fun, and we look out for each other, just like
A little bit more of a choose your own adventures type deal. Ooh, what have you got for sale?
So you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Actually, I'm interested in selling some stuff.
That guy, looking for you.
Yeah, I know.
Kill well.
Right there.
Oh, whoa. Where'd he go?
Sister.
Hello, Nazir.
So many contracts, so
I-
little
He wants the
time.
head pats.
I guess so. Yeah, he just doesn't admit it.
May I
Doesn't
offer my
want the
most
others thinking she
sincere
plays
welcome to our
favorites.
family.
Nice to meet you, Gabriella. We are the same.
I look forward to
We're
following
the
your
same.
progress.
Well, not the same, but
What a curious question. Well, in fact,
Oh, she
I
enjoys
once took
knitting.
a seaside stroll on a moonlit night and discovered a unicorn, which I proceeded to stab in the throat with a crochet needle.
Damn.
I'm a woman of refined yet simple tastes.
The Rettering contract? Yes, you
Right
heard
then.
me. In and out of Vardenfell in less than 48 hours.
It was a suicide mission. Astrid
all right.
said,
I want to.
"Stand hale and hearty."
I want to sell my junk.
Once again, the sweet innocent child and more
Where do I sell my junk?
I heard about what happened.
Ah, you must my little adventure ship.
Really? A horker and some twine, three wood elves,
Who are you?
hatchet?
Yes, you're...
In truth, it was so easy. I feel a bit guilty.
But I
Okay,
went-
he's like
I
a
went on
wizard
to
dude.
teach at the college.
No,
There's too much of an obsession.
someone else is using this. Great. So I guess I'm just not allowed to.
Does death not come to us all?
Yeah,
Is it not
yeah,
a certainty?
goodbye, kill lots
I
of
am
people,
therefore
hail
honored to be
Sithis,
Doom's
blah, blah,
herald, to play some part.
Is
in
this
the
a friendly
future
spider?
to end.
Okay. Oh, can I talk to it? Oh, it doesn't have a voice. Doesn't have a voice. It's fine. Okay, I'll just get out of that. Guys, I need to use the tables. Whatever.
I'm afraid I don't have a primary contract
No, I know you don't have a primary contact for me right now.
for you yet.
Who's the Night
The
Mother?
unholy matron. Ages pass. Today she's... well, she's a skeleton. Yes. A few months ago, the Night Mother's crypt in Braville was destroyed. I don't know where the Keeper has been these past few months, but I recently received another letter. Try not to.
What if I get
While
caught?
I do realize it's sometimes not that easy. You may want to make a statement. Murder is obviously a... You can run, obviously, but you'll still have a price on
If
your
a guard
head.
attacks,
If a guard attacks, you can...
sheath
If
weapon.
the guard accepts, you can serve your time in a cell. But there is another option. Some members of the Thieves Guild in Riften can get their bounties
So then I'd have to join the Thieves Guild.
for a price.
Uh,
Used to be the Dark Brotherhood with all those
what are the rules?
Bottom line,
Respect.
your
Okay,
family.
cool. Well, I
Do
was hoping I
that,
could
and
sell
everything
stuff
else
to
will
you.
fall into place.
Damn it. Ooh. Ooh. I think there's a quest with these. I have to, like, get all of them. You gotta get all 13 Stones of Baron Zeno or whatever it's called. Hey, Sophia, let's go.
What is it? Oh, thank goodness it's you. I thought you were a stalker. No offense.
Wow. Alright, yeah, we got enough to do one of these. Alright, let's do the Iverstead first, since I've already discovered that one. This one should be the easy one. I don't know if I should, like, snipe him from the distance with an arrow. No, we're gonna do the AI thing, that's right. Okay, we're gonna talk to him first. But I don't want Sophia barging in. Whatever, it's fine, she can barge in. Well, actually, no. Sophia,
I'm all ears.
wait here and guard.
I hope I don't get plundered by bandits. Unless they happen to be good looking, of course.
Wow. Okay, hello.
Who are you? What do you want? If you see Rada, tell her that Narfi misses her and to come home soon. Very soon.
Hi, Narfi.
Soon like the moon. Velrith.
How did you know me? How did you know?
I've seen you around
Oh,
Iverstead.
okay.
You look like someone who might be able to help me. I've been waiting for my sister, Rada. She's been gone for a year now.
Narfi, listen, I'm from the Dark Brotherhood, and unfortunately, they want you dead. I will give you a
Narfi,
choice
looks
to,
like a wolf
a
named
chance, rather, to save your life. Yeah, right? He does, kind of.
I'm from the Dark Brotherhood, and unfortunately, they want you dead. I will give you a choice to a chance, rather, to save your life.
Ah, Dark Brotherhood. I've heard of them. Assassins, killers in the night. You're here to kill me, but you're offering me a chance?
I mean, no.
What could you
but...
possibly want from me?
So, tell me a joke, and if I find it funny, then I won't kill you. I'm definitely gonna kill him anyway.
So tell me a joke, and if I find it funny, then I won't kill you.
A joke to save my life. Why did the Nord bring a ladder to the battlefield? Because he wanted to take his fights to a higher level.
No. I've heard that joke a thousand... No, I've heard that joke 1,000 times. No, unfortunately, no, that's not funny enough. I'm sorry. Say your prayers, you're gonna die.
No, I've heard that joke 1,000 times.
Bye, Narfi.
No, unfortunately,
Bye-bye.
no, that's not funny enough. I'm sorry. Say your prayers, you're gonna die.
No, please. Don't kill me. I'll tell you anything. Just don't hurt me. I've been waiting for my sister Rada to come back. She's all I have left. If you spare my life, I'll...
No more! I yield!
Oh, shit. Actually, shit. Oh, damn. That might be a problem.
Nice nose piercing, brother Kappa.
Shit. This might be a problem. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Sophia! I meant to free you. Sophia, I meant to free you. Where did you go? Sophia. Sophia. Talk to me. Sophia. Sophia. I need help.
Do you have something to say?
Follow me.
Anything to please you?
Anything, huh?
Well, maybe not anything.
Committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your
Yeah, whatever. I'll pay the bounty. We still gotta kill this guy. Hello again. All right. I might use the great sword, but I think I'm gonna try a stealth attack first. There he is. Hey, what's up, Narfi? Why would he not immediately just start panicking? No, not you again. Bam! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do the guards not care? But damn, they don't care. Alright, well, I don't mind if I do. Ooh, some wine. Ooh, some cooked beef. Okay. Next. Kill Belted. Dawnstar. Alright, maybe this place is somewhere I know. Oh, that's not anywhere that I know. Well, it's not that far from the stables here. Here, we'll just fast travel to the stables and then go. I don't think I've ever been to Dawnstar before. Horse. Horse. Alright, what are we gonna ask this one?
Sorry, I had a phone call. What happened with the nose-piercing guy? Is he dead?
Yup, he's dead. I stealth attacked him after he got arrested.
Good.
Yep. Alright, what are we gonna do with this one? What are we gonna ask them or have them do? I'm not sure.
Ask him to juggle Kappa.
I don't think the AI can juggle, but I'll try. I don't know if they can actually do, like, physical tasks.
Disturbing if you did.
What?
Ask him about dragons. If he says kill them all, then kill the dude.
Okay.
What do you want? You're not from around here, that's for sure.
What brings you to Angus Mill? Don't tell me you're looking for work. The mill's not hiring.
I'm from the Dark Brotherhood. There's a contract on your life. Tell me, what do you think about dragons?
I'm from the Dark Brotherhood. There's a contract on your life.
Ah, I knew it.
See, they wanted to
I've been
attack
saying
me.
it for years. They're out to get me. You're one of them, aren't you? Come to finally silence
No,
them.
I'm not. I mean, look at my clothes, dude.
No, I'm not.
Save it. I don't believe you. You're wearing the armor of the Dark Brotherhood. What more proof do I need?
Sophia just wants to be the middle of
You're
attention.
just trying to get close to me, to gain my trust before you strike. Well, it won't work.
Listen,
Still not
I
said
ask
anything
my,
about Dragon Grey again.
I ask all of my contracts a question, and whether or not the answer is good decides their fate. Tell me about dragons, like I asked.
Listen, I ask all of my contracts a question, and whether or not they...
Hold on. I'll
No,
leave
no,
conversation.
Don't try to spin this as some sort of...
Okay.
What do you want, Velrith? I've told you before, I don't trust you or your outfit. That Dark Brotherhood gear doesn't exactly scream friendly intentions. What brings you to my camp today?
Tell me about dragons. Your opinion on them.
Do you think I'm pretty? I'm feeling a little self-conscious.
Tell me about dragons, your opinion on them.
You think I love saying that to guys when they are with their
Dragons, terrible creatures, always burning and destroying. I've seen what they can do to a
And
mill
if they
like
say no,
Angus.
I
Just
pretend
a
to be
pile of
really
ashes.
upset and they feel bad.
That cost your life.
Yep. I will have no slander about desert in my chat. Thanks for the leaks. All right. Let's go here, and then we can go to the Dawn City. Oh shit, wrong place. There we go. Dawnstar? Dawnbreak? Dawn... I don't know. It's dawning on me that I don't know the answer. Alright.
Need a ride?
Hello. I want to hire your carriage, please.
Where do you want to go?
Dawnstar.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Alright.
Oh, there once was a hero named...
No, not Ragnar. I don't like Ragnar. Everybody sings that fucking song. No, Ragnar. Where are you? If I find him, I'm gonna... Don't ever sing Ragnar the Red again. What is this place? Oh, it's like a... boat town, I guess? I don't know. Never been here before. Oh great, she's out in the open. Alright, what do we ask her? What do we do?
Divine sake, Skull. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds?
Hold on, maybe
We're
she'll
not
go inside
soldiers
now.
anymore.
I'll just wait for this conversation to go by.
Legion armor.
Hello.
You come to Dawn's...
I come at a bad
Not
time?
a single man or woman. If people aren't... I hear Mara has sent one of her priests.
Did I
to
see
the
you arguing with someone?
Scald- He's a fool. A dragon has attacked Helgen.
Okay.
Dawnstar
Well,
needs
see you,
the Empire
Brina.
now
Thanks.
more than
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna ask her to sing a song.
What can I do for you, stranger? You're not from around here, that's for sure. What brings you to Dawnstar?
Yay, sing a
at this
song
late
about
hour?
Lone the Wolf Man.
Alright. Listen, I'm from the Dark Brotherhood. There's a contract on your life.
I nearly made 2 people die
And,
without even touching them.
I'm-
I didn't feel like
Excuse
wearing
me?
clothes that day. One man
Goodbye?
nearly choked to death
What
on a piece of bread
the
when he
fuck
saw
is
me,
happening?
and the
All
other
right,
fell
listen.
over a bridge and
I'm
nearly
from the
drowned.
Dark Brotherhood. There's a contract on your life. And,
Teach you to mess with me.
Alright. Back to our conversation.
Velrith, what brings you to Dawnstar at this hour? You're not here to work in the mines, I presume? You look like someone who's seen their fair share of... adventure. What's with the armor?
I'm from the Dark Brotherhood. There's a contract on your life. Sing me a song about Lone the Wolfman. Or else.
I'm from the Dark Brotherhood. There's a contract on your life. Sing me a song about Lone the Wolfmane. You think you can just walk in here and threaten me?
Well,
I don't think so, Velrith. And what nonsense is this about singing a song? You'll get nothing but silence from me, and a pickaxe to the face if you take one step closer.
Sing me a song or I'm gonna kill you.
yes, I waltz here and treat you well.
Sing me a song or I'm going to kill you. How dare you? You think you can threaten me and I'll just roll over? Fine, I'll sing you a song, but it won't be about some Lone the Wolfman I've never heard of.
Roasted.
It'll be about the glory of Ironbreaker Mine and the foolishness of those who dare to cross me.
Alright, let's hear it.
Alright, let's hear it. Fine. Deep beneath the snowy cliffs, where iron ore abounds,
That's not
Ironbreaker
singing.
Mine stands tall, its riches unbound. Lygelf may have his quicksilver, but it's nothing to our might.
That's not
Ironbreaker will
singing.
prevail
You're dead.
in the dark of night. Now, are you satisfied? Don't think for a moment that this little ditty has weakened me,
No,
Velvet.
I'm not satisfied. You didn't sing it at all. You read it out like a poem. Can you maybe hum it? Like make the sounds.
No, I'm not satisfied. You didn't sing it at all. You read it out like a poem. Can you maybe hum it?
We need more drunk people in Skyrim.
How dare you mock
That would
me?
make things 10 times more fun.
You threaten my life, and
I
then you
mean,
criticize
why
my
would the guards
singing?
discourage drunken
Fine,
behavior
I'll hum it for you.
when they should be
but don't think this will
encouraging
save
it?
you from a fight.
A drunken person is a happy person.
Deep beneath the snowy cliffs.
Go on, continue. More humming, less talking. Sophia, stop getting in the way.
Go on. Continue. More humming, less talking. Where iron ore abounds. Breaker Mine stands tall. Its riches
Beatel,
unbound.
you imbecile.
Gelf may have his quicksilver.
No, just humming. I just want to hear humming. Not a single word, just humming.
No, just humming. I just want to hear humming. Not a single word. Just humming.
XDDD.
Oh, you're dead. I didn't like your song.
Oh, you're dead.
No, you can't.
I didn't like your song. I was just playing with you.
I didn't like your song. I was just playing with you.
You think it's funny to threaten my life and mock my singing? I don't find it amusing, Belrith. You should be careful who you play with, or you might just find yourself on the wrong end of a pickaxe.
Oh, damn. Way to go, Sophia. Ooh, key to your house. Thank you. And a honey nut treat. I'll take that. All right. Hey, I put my stuff down. I put my stuff down. 1,000 gold? No, just take me to jail. Oh, I could just pick the lock. I could just pick the lock, but no, we're just gonna sleep in the bedroll. Yes. All right. Nice. All right. Back to home. Back to home. Where the heck is home at? Here.
Killed someone? Oh well, one day prison for you, Sir Lol.
Yeah, sounds about right. I might put some graphics mods in and kind of make the game look a little bit better. I mean, it looks good now. It looks a little dated, but I might,
But the Night Mother is mother to all. It is her voice we follow, her will. Would you
I think there was
risk
a way to get Cicero and help him, but I don't remember how to do that.
Keep talking, little man, and we'll see who gets punished.
I don't remember.
Oh, be quiet, you great lumbering lapdog.
There was some quest somewhere
Had a
you have to
long
like convince him to fix his wagon wheel.
Mr. Cicero, I for one am delighted you and the Night Mother have arrived.
I don't remember where that was, or we would have done it already.
Welcome return to tradition.
Oh, what a kind and wise
Cicero is like my favorite character from this game. Sheogorath's great too, but
You and the Night Mother are of course welcome here, Cicero. And you will be afforded the respect deserving of your position as keeper. Understood, husband?
Her. Oh, yes, yes, yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you!
But make no mistake, I am the leader of this sanctuary. My word is law. Are we clear on that point?
Oh, yes, mistress! Perfectly! You're
fuck
the
you looking at?
boss.
What the fuck are you looking at? Why are you all looking at me?
Ah, there you are. Good. I was done speaking with that muttering fool.
He's right here.
We've got some business to discuss. I do indeed. You must go to the city of Markarth and speak with the apothecary's assistant. You'll probably find her in the Hag's Cure when the shop
Is she tapping her foot,
The girl's
or is
been
it just
running her
glitching?
mouth. Once an ex-lover killed, she's apparently performed the Black Sacrament. Her name is Muiri. I need you to talk to her, set up the contract, and carry it out.
Okay.
Just do whatever the contact wishes. Be professional, represent us well, and get the job done. Since it's your first contract, I'll let you
It's
keep
not,
whatever
but
Muiri
okay.
pays. She'll be generous, I'm sure. They always are.
Hi, Cicero.
Another member of the family! Hello, hello! So very good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
So polite, so nice. Cicero likes you. The Night Mother is sure to like you too. Oh, we're going to be fast friends. Fast friends.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, Cicero is just... But I
Okay,
am
yeah,
not
blah blah blah. I want to talk to you with AI.
Oh, well. But that has not... The night... So... Such was my honor. Oh. You, of course, know that the night and killed them. Oh, Cicero take...
Yeah.
He is?
Okay. Right. Let's talk, Cicero.
Until now. Oh, yes, mistress. You're the boss. For now.
Refreshing. I am Cicero, the keeper of the Night Mother. And you are? Ah, but I see you're dressed for the shadows.
Cicero, I know in an alternate reality that I could have helped you by repairing your wagon wheel or something like that. I'm sorry, I had no idea where you were. I would have helped you out.
Cicero, I know in an alternate reality that I could have helped you by repairing your wagon wheel or something like that. I'm sorry I had no idea where you were, or I would have helped you out.
The wagon wheel. Yes. Yes. A kindness from a stranger would have been... most welcome. But alas, it seems
His
fate
voice
had
is kind of
other
weird with the
plans.
AI.
No matter. I've made my way to this sanctuary.
It's like he smokes
and
30
Mother
packs
is
a
safe.
day. Oh, no. He accidentally heard that. Oops. Alright, let's complete these other contracts. Ooh, these tables are free now. Yes. Okay, right. Do you want to destroy this item and learn its effects? No. But I do want this. And perhaps one of these. And one of these. Fuck it, I'll just do all the robes. Okay. I do have a petty soul gem. Choose an item. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. I wonder if I can stack it on... God damn it, somebody's using that thing. Hello, Gabriel. Okay, let's see. Hello.
Sister.
He's dead.
Good. And I hope you were careful in that lumber mill.
The splinters,
Those
yes.
splinters and rusty nails.
I mean, he had a bit of a nail in his head. If you
Your
catch my
for a job
drift.
well done.
Uh-huh. 250 gold? It's not great.
Congratulations. You slaughtered an emaciated beggar in cold blood.
Oh no, this was the
You
one
are
that had
truly
the...
an opponent to be feared.
Well, they both had nails, I
Here's
guess.
your payment. Of course she is. I hear the mining business is extremely cutthroat. And those hours, the murder. I could do this all day. Here's your payment.
Thank you. I don't know if I want to accept more contracts or not.
Go on now.
Okay, we'll at least go to the city we need to go to, and we'll at least get some information. And then we'll probably call it good after that. All right. Markarth. Okay. Well, I'm too lazy to walk all the way over there, so we're just gonna pay the transport guy. Oh god, there's a dragon. Oh wait. Magic. Shouts. And I think I can. Nice. I'll use that right now. There is a dragon. I want to kill him. Come here, Durg. Desert, look away. Is he gonna land? Hello? Maybe he's just gonna circle around. I don't know. Alright. Well, the guards see him. Maybe he can't land here. The guards are on edge. Alright, where's the cart guy? Man, maybe he's not here. Alright, that's fine. Where do we need to go? All the way over here? I mean, that's not that far from Kartspire, but... I don't care. I'm just gonna go to Whiterun, and then we'll go to... Morthal? Is it Morthal or Markarth? Oh, shit, I don't remember. Hold on. Markarth. Okay.
Don't think I don't see you eyeing me up and down. I'm not just eye candy, you know. I do have other uses. And if you're thinking what I think you are thinking, then think again.
I'm not thinking
I do
anything,
like to be
Sophia.
admired, though, I must admit.
Need a ride?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Markarth, please.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Only 20 gold? Heck yeah, that's
Ever been to
that's a
Markarth?
deal.
Some say it was built by the dwarves. I don't believe a word of it, though.
That is a deal. Alright. Markarth discovered. Hello. Okay.
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
What was that?
I submit.
I die for my people.
Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Hello.
Why are you looking at me like that? The Dark Brother. My goodness, you're really here.
I should really give Sophia
Black
my
Sacrament. It actually worked.
Obviously.
What I need is for Elaine Dufont to die. I want him hunted down and murdered like the dog he is.
Okay, we're good at that. We're good at that. I need
I didn't
more
know
to
what
go
you
on
were
though.
With each other, but Elaine is actually the leader of a band of cutthroats. Bandits. They're holed up in some old dwarven ruin. Raldbathar. It's near Windhelm.
Okay.
They use it as their base. It's where they stage their raids. I want you to go to that ruin, find Elaine Dufont, and kill him. I don't care about his friends. Do whatever you want with them.
Damn. Alright,
But
well they're gonna
Elaine
die
has
too.
to
but
die.
It will be done.
Excellent. Once Elaine is dead, I'll pay you. In gold. I've saved up a bit. I hope that'll do. But, well, there is one more thing. If you're interested.
Yes.
If you can, I want you to kill someone
Two?
else as well. You don't
Two
have to,
people?
not as part of our deal, but
Do
if
I
you
get double gold?
I'll pay you even more.
Oh, okay, yes.
It's
Then we'll do it.
Nilsine Shattershield in Windhelm. If Nilsine dies too, I'll make it worth your while.
Okay. Anything else?
I planned to kill Elaine myself, you know. Nilsine too.
I like how there's just people standing here.
I even brewed a
Like
special
they
poison,
won't snitch on
lotus
me or
extract.
anything.
Maybe you could use it. Just coat your weapon with it. Then you get the idea.
Oh, okay, thank you. I will definitely use that.
A woman attacked right on the streets.
Uh,
Are you alright? Did you see what happened?
yeah. I heard something about the Forsworn.
Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important.
Ahem. A note, you say?
Next time.
Okay. Meet me at the Shrine of Talos. Okay. Right. Where the heck is that? Hello. Ooh, a singer. It didn't work out well last time. I don't think the AI knows what sing me a song means. It always reads it off like a poem. Oh, Sophia, come here.
What's
on
up,
your
gamer?
mind?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? So we have an AI plugin that allows me to talk to the AI.
That's very thoughtful of you.
And we're doing Dark Brotherhood quests right now.
Heyo at G's breath. Lol.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Okay. Sophia, I want you to have this. And this. And this. And this.
You can be sure I will put this to good use.
Yeah, you better. Okay, now I want to set your outfit.
If you say so. All right then. Fine, but don't take advantage of me.
What?
At least not in that way.
There we go. Now she'll wear it because I took the other stuff.
I'm here if you ever need me.
Do you want to wear, I don't know, maybe like the other things I gave you? Like the... Wait, maybe it didn't transfer. Oh, no, it didn't transfer. Okay.
Was there something you wanted?
I have more gifts for you.
Oh, what is it?
It is... this.
I would be more likely to get a better gift from Bellathor.
Well, that's a little rude. I see you're wearing them.
I'm all ears.
Alright, I have more things for you.
Oh, what is it?
Just give her all the gifts. Okay. I have these hand wraps for you.
Am I supposed to be grateful?
Yeah. Okay. I also have... I have this
what
for
is
you
it?
as well. It is this. I don't know if I want to give you this though, because then you look bald. It takes her hair away. Whatever, I'll give it to her and see what she says.
You can be sure I
Yeah.
will put this to good use.
She's bald now, but it's fine. At least we're both in Brotherhood clothes now. Alright, I really wanted to find a shop to sell my stuff, but it's fine. Alright. I'll show you the AI thing and then well, I'm gonna call it good there. Don't turn around. I'm talking to you.
Greetings, stranger. I see you're a seasoned traveler. That armor you're wearing, it looks like it's been through a lot. What brings you to the Shrine of Talos?
Dude, you told me to come here. What do you mean, what brings me here?
I have noticed that there seems to be a trend of women wearing subtle amounts of war paint on their lips and
Dude,
around
you
their
told
eyes
me to
and
come
cheeks.
here. What do you mean, what brings me here?
I think I look attractive.
Right.
What
the
I
note.
mean is, does it make me look more attractive?
I remember now.
Or did you not notice?
I wanted to speak with you about Waylon and Margaret.
Yeah, sit over there,
I have
Sophia.
reason to believe they're involved with the Forsworn, and I need someone to gather information for me.
So I'm just your errand boy? Are you gonna pay me for this? I'm sorry, errand girl, rather.
So I'm just your errand boy. Are you gonna pay me for this?
Errand.
I'm sorry,
not,
errand
oh
girl,
my god,
rather.
not Aaron.
No, it's not like that. I'm willing to pay you handsomely for your services, I assure you. I just need someone with particular skills, like yourself.
Alright. Well, let me snooze this ad again. Okay, Sophia, come here. Come here in the light. Sophia. Come here. She's gonna have a male voice at first. It'll fix it. It's because I'm not running the TTS on my computer. I'm running it through the server. So as soon as that thing runs out of money, I'm gonna put it on my computer and fix her voice. But for now, we have what we
What's
have.
all the fuss about, Belrith? You look like you're ready for a fight, and I love it. That shrouded armor of yours is quite the intimidating sight. Shall we go cause some trouble in the name of Talos?
Sophia, can you give me an outro for my Twitch stream?
Can you give me an outro for my Twitch stream? Ha! You want me to help you with that, huh? Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
And Sophia, you sounds devilishly
May
manly
the
well.
road rise up to meet you. And may your swords stay sharp. Until next time, farewell. And may Talos watch over you.
Thank you, Sophia. I had a great time tonight with you adventuring and
Bye,
killing
Sophia.
all the
See you later.
things. We'll catch you next time, alright?
Thank you, Sophia. I had a great time tonight with you adventuring and killing all the things. We'll catch you next time, all right? You're welcome, Velrith. I had a blast too, as always.
Of course you did.
Don't get into too much trouble without me. And I'll see you next time we're cutting down dragons and whatnot. May the mead flow freely until we meet again.
Oh, you would like that, wouldn't you, Sophia? Alright. Well, let me save. And then we'll call it good there. I probably won't be on tomorrow, but definitely possibly Sunday. My flight school stuff got changed a little bit. So whenever that...
Thanks for the stream alone.
Yeah, of course, you're welcome. Whenever that comes back, or whenever I know my schedule, I will kind of judge streams around that. In the meantime, we're going to keep playing through Skyrim, so whenever I stream again, we'll do that. Let me find somebody to raid. Let's see. Oh, Diamond is live. Okay.
Have a good night.
Thanks, you too. Let's go say hi to Diamond Paw. They raided me last time, so we'll return the favor.
Have a good night, Lone.
Thank you, you too. Thanks for stopping by. In the meantime, y'all take it easy, and I will see you in the next day or two. Peace out. Don't work too hard.